Also, hot roll for your HP, getting a 10.
Thank you. I was so nervous. I was staring at it for a minute, and I was like, should I just go with the
You have
average
to roll.
7?
I make you roll.
Oh, you do? Okay. What he means to say is I make you suffer.
I do. I mean, I let you re-roll once, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just...
Fanny pack of daggers has arrived.
Damn right it has.
We really need to get you like a returning dagger or something like that. Or a belt of returning daggers. Or something.
I'm psychic. I can just pull it back.
Or a magnetic belt. They just come back.
That sounds dangerous.
Yeah.
Isn't
I
there
mean,
a
you can't have something
spell?
that great without risking it.
There's a spell that the trickster
You can.
rogue can get a returning blade like that, I think.
Kitty, go away.
That's not how cats work.
I know. So we're just missing Bubbles, I think?
I think she's planning on being here tonight. So I've got you at 53,000. This is rough. 325 square feet out of 100,000.
Oh.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just throw some stuff on the screen here.
Thinking of our little 1,000 square feet of I'm just trying to imagine like 53 of these.
All right, so Rexus just needs to dip into Wizard and get Shadow Blade, which is a 2nd level spell. It's a bonus action to cast. It deals 2d8 psychic damage on hit. It has finesse, light, and thrown properties. So 20, 60, just like a dagger. And when you use the sword to attack in dim light or darkness, you make the attack roll with advantage.
Nice.
And if you drop or throw the weapon, it dissipates at the end of the turn. Thereafter, while the spell persists, you can use a bonus action to cause the sword to reappear in your hand.
Nice.
Okay. All right.
Well, as a Psi warrior, I have the telekinetic movement action, and if the object is tiny, I can move it to or from my hand, so I could pull a dagger back, and I can use it once for free, and then every time after that, I have to use a psionic dice.
Is it an action to do that?
It's an action. So it's not as fun as, bonus action-y things, but still, there's options for it. My solution is just to have as many daggers on me at all times as possible. So it doesn't matter if they come back or not. I just keep
go
throwing.
with darts.
Yeah, that too.
They weigh a quarter of what the daggers do.
That's true. But we'll have to deal with that when we, find a shop or something. Right now, we're just dealing with, the dregs of what we've found in this castle.
Am I streaming my screen right now? On Discord?
No. It says you're live, and I can watch the stream if I want to, but...
Edit
keep everything good. That's what I am looking at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I've got a couple of supplements since last week on keeps and strongholds and stuff. And we don't need to use the whole, shebang of it. There's a lot there, but there's definitely plenty of usable stuff. And for one thing, I don't know like how deep you guys want to go with this. Like if you want to go like full empire building, if you want to go like 50-50 empire build, high adventure, or if you want to kind of keep it more background, or how you want to do it. But and we can kind of feel that out, or even kind of talk about it as we go and stuff.
Feeling it out. Yeah.
Well,
I'll
I
probably be feeling
definitely,
it out just to make sure everybody's cool with it and everything
Yeah.
like that.
yeah, just
you
as
don't
long
wanna-
as we never do construction, because I don't know if you see that highlighted cost right there, but
Yeah. So this is
Yeah.
the 50,000 is already like that's the value of the keep that you seized. It's already constructed.
whew.
But then I think it's
Okay.
I'm not sure on all these ins and outs yet, but I think it's another 50,000 to go to like the next level keep and stuff. So your keep is at level 1 right now. So next upgrade cost I think is 50,000. This is all like money. Like money gets like huge if you're gonna go down, depending on how far down this rabbit hole you're gonna go. So
Well,
My-
we've already talked. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, my question is, like, what is it going to cost us to turn this fort into a casino / bed and breakfast?
Agreed.
Because it's nice to have a house, but we need a return of funding. You know what I'm saying?
Resort. Hear me out. Resort K.
yeah, you'll have some money. This is where you are on the world map, by the way. So you're on like the eastern tip of Kiriska, and that is divided into a bunch of different warring kingdoms and baronies. So you're going to have some nearby borders that are going to get interesting. Like there's no way that you can do this without making some enemies, basically. You're either going to make everyone your enemy, or you're going to get one or maybe two allies, and then everyone else is your enemy. So that's going to be the way it goes down, because everybody is fighting for land and kingdoms and stuff.
So my thought on it is, and you guys feel free to chime in since everyone's here now. I kind of just want it to be like a back thing, like almost like a campaign long side quest, where we can return here. I kind of want to leave it up to Waco and the other people that we end up putting in charge to grow it. We'll fund it for now to kind of keep them on their feet and just kind of keep it small for the time being until we can grow it. But then we can eventually set up a teleportation circle as we get higher level, things like that. It's just something we can keep revisiting whenever we feel like it, but still kind of like focus on the adventure side of it.
Yeah. My character technically has a backstory, and I mean, if it's okay with Thor, where we could maybe get some help running it, if he would be okay with that, considering its location. Now that
you're
I
going
know.
to be you're going to be able to pull some people into it, according to the way the way this book does it, and according to role playing. How the role playing stuff plays out.
Okay, so I would probably just have to contact people to help us.
Or they might just hear about you and come. They'll when you are.
They always do.
I mean, that sounds like a regular Saturday
when you
night
are
to me.
a
Right.
lord, then basically you just start getting followers.
Gary with groupies, his ego is going to be even bigger now. Oh, God.
Hell yeah.
Ugh. Ugh.
Already decided on our party name. It'll be Gayer and the Keggers.
Anybody else want to veto that with me?
Yeah, I second the veto.
You can veto it all you want, but for Gayer, that's the name of it.
In his mind.
Thought the kegerators would be
Aurora's
appropriate.
coming out of retirement. Boop.
Yes, you are.
And make sure that you've still got this. Yeah, you've got it. Okay. Just make sure you had ownership of your character sheet because it's kind of important. So, let's see. You get 1 free armory. So we can start with that, and we're gonna go through this thing and determine damage levels with your engineer. So let me find the armory here. Total cost per day. Each structure has a basic cost to keep it in operation, and each expansion has a basic cost. So I think I put that 100 already in there. So it's got that. Right now we've got it at like 180 per month or something like that, or 100 and, or is that's per month, right? Some of these are per day and some are per month. Oh, that's per day. Okay. So so 3,000 gold a month.
Whoa, that's a lot higher than what we estimated last week.
That just means if we go forth and, can't raise the money, then, oh man, it looks like we're not going back.
True.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
Have you guys not ever watched Clippers? I mean, we could just make some quick money off of it.
Dude, we could fix it up and then just go to another country and be like, hey, you want this keep?
We also already have this down because we already have the brothers who are doing it.
It's true. It's true. You've got the gay interior designer, box checked. Got it. Off to a good start.
Whoops, that's not what I meant to do.
Dibs on demolition.
That's also not what I meant to do.
Bubbles, the demolitionist. Or who's speaking? Because there's someone here. I don't know. I'm terribly sorry. Aurora.
No, it's okay.
I don't think we've met. My name's Chase. I'm Rexus. Tori, nice to meet you. Bubbles.
I should probably change that.
I don't know your human name.
Elaine.
What is it?
Elaine.
Lane?
Elaine.
Elaine. Well, that's much less exciting, but it's still good.
You're Bubbles, and shall be Bubbles.
If you could possibly make us encounter NPCs with the other Powder Puff Girl names, that would be
Okay, but just know, if Buttercup shows up, I'm letting her fuck your shit up.
Oh, she could fuck my shit up.
You can beat down Blossom, that's fine. But Buttercup is better.
So right away within the first few days of owning this keep, once these guys realize they're not slaves anymore, they're going to start expressing worry about the red dragon in the area because the red dragon will periodically come by and it usually gets fed some slaves.
What if they just pretend like no one's home?
You can try that if you want to.
Here's the deal. We're going to have a lottery system, and whoever loses gets fed to the dragon.
Whoever doesn't get their gold star for the
Yep, so you got to work hard.
Well, that'll be part of the VIP package for the casino bed and breakfast guests. They don't know at the time it's part of the VIP package, but anybody who does purchase the VIP package gets locked in the dungeon and held away until the dragon comes, and then we're like, hey, look what we got for you.
fine print on the
Right.
contract.
Hear me out. What if
Oh, hold on. I'll be right back.
we discover that the dragon just really likes baked goods?
Hey.
We have little Debbie already. We're all good.
I
Just
mean, are there
give
still
little Debbie
horses?
to him.
We know it likes horses.
We
There's
have
still
a
any other
prisoner named Debbie, and she only talks about pastries. And
Oh,
baked
little
goods.
Debbie. Right. Okay.
Wonder how many
I wasn't
Danishes
following you at first. She is on there though. She is now listed as one of your retainers.
See right there.
Little Debbie the baker, and she makes an excellent cherry pie. So
Ew, cherry. Ugh,
The best.
the worst. Out of all
So
the
good.
pies, it is the least good pie.
What's the best? Don't say pecan.
Oh no.
Okay, good. That's the worst.
I'd probably go chess pie. I really love a good chess pie.
We're from the South. Chess
What?
pie, man.
Chess pie's so fucking good.
Are you saying chess is in the game chess?
Yeah,
It's
that's
a
what it's
Southern
called.
thing.
Yeah, it's called chess pie.
Its
Mayonnaise?
closest thing is probably like a sugar cream pie.
Yeah.
Okay.
I Google this now.
But I also disagree with you. Also being from the South. Pecan pie is fucking good.
No. Ugh.
Oh wow!
Put a little bit of scoop of vanilla ice cream on top while it's still warm. So good. I don't even
Apparently,
like
it's like a big dessert in the state that I live in. And I didn't even know that. Okay.
We're talking about
Nice.
Dutch babies.
Dutch babies.
Excuse me?
No, not talking about Dutch babies. I got real
We're
excited for a
talking
second.
about your favorite thing. We're talking about pies.
Oh, you sons of bitches.
Hey, plot twist. Let's just make this entire keep a baking facility.
No. Well, we've already shooed away the one woman who could have, although
no.
wait, is the
she's
pie
our
lady still
baker.
here?
Yes,
She's
the
our
pie
lady
baker.
lady is a
Oh,
permanent
man.
resident of our keep and is protected.
As long as she stays in the basement, I'm fine with it. I just don't want to hear her talk anymore. I heard.
You
enough
realize our
thoughts.
rooms are in the basement, right?
Also, and so long as she stays on the other floor, wherever I'm not, where she needs to be. I
So,
wanna hear-
Aurora, since you missed it, we found these two in jail cells that they had been in for quite a while. And Mr. Rexus here was locked in with little Debbie. And Mr. Rexus here can read minds. And the only thing that he was able to hear through her mind for like weeks
10 days, for 10 days upon 10 days.
was about baking and
Yep.
pastries.
Yep.
So all I gather from that is Rexus should now be good at baking himself.
No, because she never wanted to talk about like what goes into it. She's the daughter of a baker's man, and so she
That's
doesn't
weird.
she doesn't know about cooking. She just likes to eat pie. She's obsessed with pie. She talks about pie
So
all
we're
the
gonna have
time.
a baker who's gonna eat everything that she bakes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Shit.
I've
But
been
think how good she'll become.
I've been watching Pushing Daisies, and like the second episode, like central, plot twist figure of the episode is this girl who just wants to eat all the pie she sees, and she just like has the voracious, insane, crazy face if you don't give her the pie she wants. And yeah, it's that's the girl. That's the girl. She's pie crazy.
I'm gonna go into a rage in front of little Debbie if she doesn't make me a pie.
Sure. Why
I
wouldn't
need
you?
pie.
I'm down for that. I'll sit back and watch her fail, and then watch you smash her face in. Be like, no
Just
more
roll with
pie. Move on with my life.
Rexus is cheering in the background.
Exactly. I got $5 on the barbarian. Wait, is Aurora a barbarian? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean you're talking about raging, so I figured it was a safe shot.
Nope, I'm a wizard.
Very angry wizard.
Do you want the armory and the slaves' quarters?
Yes, because the slaves have to get upgraded quarters. We've got to move them into some
Or-
real sleeping spaces.
Are
Treat
we
them with
looking at
respect.
Are
They're
we
not
looking at a
slaves, they're
basement?
employees.
Time out.
Wouldn't we want
That's
the armory
fine.
down where we sleep?
But they need to pay rent if they want upgrades.
It's your armory. It's not theirs. I'm just asking where you want it.
No, he's saying if they want to live in upgraded quarters, the employees without benefits will have to pay for upgrades to their room. But yes, I think the armory
With their
would be
labor,
fine
right?
where they were. Yeah, exactly. They're gonna yeah. Give you a gold piece a day, but you get to live in a fancy cot.
Get 3 hots and a cot.
No
They
more
cost
manacled
you
to the
A
walls.
gold piece a day.
For some reason, I thought you said a gold piece a day, but you get to live in a fancy
Sure.
cock.
Absolutely.
I mean,
I mean, it's fancy.
Yeah.
it is
It's a
warm.
nice cock.
Hmm.
It's a nice fucking cock.
Jeez, James, why do you have to talk about this in front of women? Come on.
Talking about roosters, right?
Yeah,
I know. Women don't need to think about roosters.
you're right. They are of the
Okay,
devil.
let's see.
Women or roosters?
I was
I'm not
waiting.
clarifying.
Oh no.
Wasn't gonna do it myself. I was like, here we go.
Does anyone see the irony?
Oh, the irony.
What color is it?
Because my favorite kind of jokes are dick jokes.
When you said irony, I just immediately got flashbacks of Fairly Odd Parents and the irony guy and that and Jen all the time.
There's too many millennials in this campaign. I'm gonna need to leave now.
Oh,
Dude, Fairly Odd Parents.
We've had Fairly Odd Parents. We've had Powerpuff Girls. That needs to stop.
Like Ed, Ed and Eddie and Fairly Odd Parents.
How old
Those
are
are
you,
my
how old are you,
two
Gary?
favorite shows. From
I like
back
buttered toast.
No. Dexter's
Eddie, there's a
Laboratory.
chicken.
What'd you say?
Dexter's Laboratory.
That's a good one.
I liked Rocket
Oops.
Power growing up.
Hell yeah.
Also like that
Oh.
meme. Johnny Bravo is just All Might from
Yes.
My Hero.
Why would you say that about All Might?
I think Johnny Bravo could take All Might in a fight. That's all I'm saying.
I don't even know who you are anymore.
The reason why is Johnny Bravo is in a cartoon that like weird shit happens, and like I think he like in his cartoon physics he should be able to take the punches and be fine, whereas All Might is more grounded and slightly more grounded in reality.
slightly.
Yeah, totally.
Slightly, but they try to use like real damage and stuff like that, whereas like he's more like Animaniacs, like Johnny Bravo. Oh god, did I just date myself by saying Animaniacs?
Oh, we can go deeper. It's okay.
That's what she said.
You beat me
Hey,
to
God.
it.
This is a spiral.
Oops.
What?
Thor's over here just interior decorating, and we're all just being children.
True.
I
Like,
was about to
wait.
say, should we? Do
if
you want
you're-
us to help you move
Yeah, if
stuff
you want.
around? Or?
You
It's
know.
true. Like Rexus needs to be involved. Rexus is telling the engineer where, just pointing. Like, that's over there.
I like
Sure.
to imagine our characters are actually just sitting around the table that they're currently at, just shooting shit while the engineer does this thing.
I'm
We
not
are
technically
actually
there
doing
yet.
this in character right now.
Oh, well, I guess I'm just gonna mute then.
Oh, and the engineer, we're gonna count this structure as this room is gonna be intact and fine. Your free armory. There we go.
I feel like we also need a
Immaculate
timeout
and fully
room for
functional.
Gayer as well.
Timeout room for Gayer.
I already claimed my bedroom.
It can be like a 3x2, really just
I
a
already
closet. To
claimed
be
my
honest.
bedroom. It's the one behind the saw blades.
We do have prison
Yes,
cells.
there are prison cells.
Ooh.
Okay, now I have to find.
It's where we can put the DoorDash deliverer when they get the order incorrect.
Yes.
God, can you imagine the delivery fees out here?
That's why we keep them down there so we don't ever have to pay them.
Just furniture that.
Good
I
idea.
like where this is going.
Did Gay already make the joke about the sex dungeon?
Probably. There we go.
I know not of what you speak.
Insight
However,
check.
you can't. I'm lying.
It's not a tough insight
you
check.
can't tell me that Rolf is not the perfect D&D character. Rolf from ad&d.
Dude, yeah, no, and he's a barbarian too, because when Rolf gets
Yeah,
angry,
he rages.
he rages. I wish I could do a good Rolf
Or
impression.
do you have something
but I
against
can't.
somebody who meows when they rage? What?
No, I'm just saying, like, if you had to fight Rolf, Rolf's like a level 20 barbarian. That's all I'm saying. It's terrifying. He'll just one hit all of us.
You'd have to roll higher than a 13 first to hit me.
Level 20 barbarian. He may not be able to miss you.
I'll use protection to give disadvantage.
He'll use relentless to make sure.
Straight roll. That one still hits.
So, Aurora, what sort of weapons do you use as a barbarian rager of sorts?
A greatsword.
Ooh,
Oh, I feel like we got some items that she might want.
big and shiny. That's what I was.
Yeah.
That's what I was just
Hey,
looking
right
through.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Aurora, you
Oh.
were doing a great job with the group loot. And then
Yeah.
somehow that got passed on to me while I was high, and
I'll take
I
over it.
was
It's
doing the group loot, but I got
Don't even
high.
worry about it.
but everything should be accurate to this point, like all of our gold and everything like that.
The first screen
Okay.
is magic items that we haven't identified yet.
If it has a asterisk by it,
Looking
it's
for.
not
I'll worry about
magic.
that later.
Along with all the big list of things that are in like slightly italicized, they're
Got
not
it.
magic either.
Just curious, who put that list of things right there under where it says use the inventory for the stuff in the group loot?
That's me. I did that.
So you completely ignored Thor's note. Okay.
And left it there.
And
Those were the
Alright,
things that
I'll
hadn't
just
been
leave
like
it in.
identified.
Yeah,
Those
we
were the
couldn't
things
add
that
So you
them
want me
yet.
to
We
leave
don't
this?
know
Yeah,
what they are.
Do you want
Yeah,
me to
we-
leave unidentified items here?
It's fine with
and
me.
Thor, is that okay with
I-
you? Because I know you had that note.
You know, I just
Okay.
probably figured this is a good way to do it, but if you got a way that makes sense to you, as long as you can find everything and you're not going to be like, yeah.
Those are my shit.
Aurora, I know you use a great sword, but there is a great axe +1 that we got that is in our inventory, as well as a lance +1.
There's a lance?
At least there's magical weapon that way.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
okay, I
kind
see the
of
great
lance.
axe.
Yeah.
Just in
Yeah.
time where I get 2 attacks now. Awesome.
So yeah, if you want that, take it.
Ooh, magical scimitar too.
Do we have anybody in the group who can cast Identify now, since I know Aaron left? Or are we just kind of...
We're
I'm
doing
SOL?
doing my.
checks.
So after everybody left, I soaked up all the other responsibilities of identifying, trying
And
to.
I took on medicine checks.
He took on medicine. I took on identifying. I'm also now our lockpick guy because the rogue's gone.
Oh,
I've been
okay.
doing okay, except for those fireballs. Those were.
He opened a chest and a fireball blew up on him, like the spell. He then proceeded to open the next chest, and it happened
another-
again.
And another fireball. Like I already knew it was gonna
Another
happen after the first chest. I was just like, whatever. I don't fucking care anymore. If I die, I die.
Oh.
Also, watch out for Gayer. He has a jar of sleep gas. Just saying.
Why would you tell her that?
Because
Thank you.
And I didn't have it, Shu had it, and I pickpocketed him.
Yeah, I noticed.
So your engineer has so this structure is in perfect shape pretty much. This bit of the castle is partially collapsed and it has some significant damage. So
Unfortunate.
Yeah, well, these motherfuckers were like throwing fireballs everywhere. Apparently, like they're bound to do something eventually.
Are you
Well,
still
like-
super squishy, Shu?
I am really offended that you're asking me, but
I'm asking out of concern because you probably shouldn't be the one doing traps if you are.
I've got 43 hit points.
Okay.
I'll be all right.
yeah, 43 hit points. I mean, come on. He'll be fine.
Nothing could possibly one-shot him.
Except everything. Everything has a fucking chance at all times. But that's just how I live my life. I know my own mortality, and it's okay.
Rogues are usually squishy, right?
I'm a rogue.
You're the rogue now.
I'm gonna start sneak attacking on my Eldritch Blasts.
Doodly doo. Doodly doo. Yes.
Hey, Thor. I've never asked because when I hit level 3, part of my thing is I got Find Familiar, but I didn't know if like for the first summoning it'd be like, oh hey, my patron like gave me the familiar, so the first summon would be free, or if I still just need to find or get the components first before I can do it.
Well, you'll still
never
need the
asked if
components
you got it.
regardless, like if you're casting it for the first time or whatever.
Yeah, I didn't know if on the first time like you'd be like, oh, he bestowed it on me, and then after that I knew how to summon him again if I needed to or whatever.
What
So that's all I was asking. If
what
I
are
have to
the
find
spell components
that's
for
fine.
Find Familiar?
It is 10 GP worth of charcoal,
Okay,
incense,
yeah.
and
You'll have
herbs
to
that
you'll
must
have
be
to go buy
consumed
that.
in a fire by a. Yeah, I figured. I was just gonna ask or whatnot. I wasn't too worried about it and what we were doing before, but I was like,
You motherfuckers don't have a kitchen?
Couldn't we burn some wood to get him some of the charcoal?
Yeah, you could.
Okay.
The incense and herbs will be the hard part.
Yeah.
Herbs. I mean, they got a fucking kitchen here, right? They've been eating.
Could I go get him herbs with my survival
you-
proficiency?
Oh, that too.
Alexis,
Yeah.
do you like let's just think of oregano. What do you think 10 GP is worth in USD?
Oh my god. I've always kind of looked at it as like a gold piece is like $10 sort of thing. It's just like a rough, around the collar kind of
Some
estimate.
people in D&D make 1 gold per week, don't they?
I mean, it's not a healthy economy, but I don't know.
Yeah, so let's say 1 gold's like minimum wage per week. So let's say
Yeah.
that's like it's like $200 a week or whatever.
Okay, that's not bad.
And so I need $800 of oregano.
Oh, oh,
That's only 4 gold pieces. You
Yeah.
need much
Okay,
more than that,
that's-
don't you?
Yeah, I do.
that's not
Well,
like
I was thinking because it says all of them, so it's like you don't need just straight oregano. But it's
Right,
like
right,
if I was gonna look for the herbs or whatever, it's like
you need that
okay.
in bulk.
Yeah, like if it's just plain oregano, it's gonna take a while.
Yeah.
Like
So we should
I
make this
need like
keep.
rare herbs and stuff like that, or like the charcoal and stuff like that. It
Okay.
needs to be better quality.
We should just turn the keep into a D&D Costco. Then we'll definitely get a return.
Oh yes.
We have a very weird location. We're like the Dollar General of Costco's, where they just pop up in the middle of fucking nowhere, and you're like, oh hey, there's a Dollar General here. That's odd.
We're trying to build a civilization out in the boonies here. Gotta
And
start
that's
with
how
Costco.
that's how we start with Dollar Generals.
That's
Okay.
always how civilization starts,
Clean
is with Dollar
store.
General.
That's
Yeah.
true. So this keep, was it like not lived in?
What do you mean not lived in?
Well, like,
So
Like-
like,
I mean, it's not lived in anymore.
Well,
yeah,
there's
were they not upkeeping it? No,
Huh?
but I'm just saying, like, as far as like the wear and tear and stuff, like, were they not keeping it up then?
probably not. They were just using it as a shelter and a good
use
base
the
of
rooms
outpost.
they needed to use and
Yeah.
left it at that.
I
They
see.
weren't as ambitious as we were. End of story. Though, tell me about this nature reclaimed structure. Like, what's going on in there? I want to set up a bedroom in a half tree.
There's
half
stuff
outside
growing,
room.
and basically it's like you got to dig it out and rebuild it. The foundation's good.
The weed.
Some of it can be kept, but it's going to be some rebuilding. Minimal wear and tear. You can just leave it the way it is.
Just got some
Components
chipped
missing and
flagons,
partial collapse.
paved stolen.
You could leave it the way it is for now, but you should probably fix it sooner or later.
I was gonna use mold earth to just start cleaning some
That
stuff
will work. That will
Oh
work.
yeah. Just push the Hoover or push the druid around like a Hoover.
up.
Let's get you some wheels, Bubbles. You want a cart? Make this easy.
Do it like that game you play as a kid where one person picks up your feet and you like walk on your hands.
Yes. And then when we have the company picnic in spring, we will then be that much further ahead when it comes time to the wheelbarrow race.
I could make this a rollable table. So what we're doing right now, I was hoping to get as much of this done as I could and get back to the adventure, but I figured we should do this, and if you really want to keep the keep, no pun intended, we should get all of the details and figure out what it is that you're dealing with and what it means to be lordship. So, and you all can add lord to your title. You now have the title of lord.
Lord Gayer.
Oh well.
I always knew it would happen.
Well, my indeed.
Oh God. Make it stop. Lord Gayer.
Gee.
Does anybody care for a lordly spot of tea?
Oh, that's cool. D&D Beyond has updated the integration with character modification. Not editing, but like your like theme, backdrop, etc. It's
Cool.
neat. It looks nice.
Roll20 just pooped itself on my end.
Yeah, I was
Ooh.
about to say Roll20 just died for me.
Oh, it woke
It's
up.
no good.
I just reloaded it because I was like, whatever.
And it made 2 new items for fun. Okay. I'm going to make this a little bit more forgiving of a table than what this... Because this has, like, the most likely result is going to be major components missing or nature reclaimed structure. Okay, so that's 35. 55. $75, $75. In fact, this table is actually pretty brutal, so.
I was thinking that.
So it's 55, 65, 75, 85, 95.
You use arrows as melee weapons? You throw arrows? Can you stab something with an
You know,
arrow?
if you had to, I guess we could figure out a way to do it. You should be able to stab something with an arrow, I think. I mean, is there any reason that shouldn't work? I don't know.
No, either. I had to research this as soon as I reload. Roll 20 because it pooped the bed on me too. I said no work for you no more.
Okay,
I'm done
that
now.
looks like. Did a refresh help?
A refresh just got caught in a loop. Now I've actually I just closed the window and reloaded everything. It's fine now.
You would think you could do something with that drag, but whatever. The engineer calls your attention into room 23.
You have the numbers.
You're right, of course. The bottom right corner,
Yeah.
the room in the southeast corner.
Oh yeah, okay. I mean, fair enough. The room that he is in, I should have, looked.
Are you aware that there is a secret passage into another room here?
Were we aware of this?
We knew there was a trap door for sure. I can't remember if we knew that there was a secret room here.
I hope there's 30,000 gold so we can keep this keep.
Or 100,000 gold, so we could be gods.
No, the answer is you never actually found the room. You found the trap door, but you didn't. Nobody went down it.
Oh yeah. No. Well, because we were scared. Because there's a trap door.
Oh, let's go find out what's down there.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, right ahead, Bubbles.
I ain't scared.
Lead the way for us.
Oh, Gayer has transcended time and space. Not surprisingly. Because he's Gayer.
Hey, Aurora's back. So we'll have a torch. That's
Is that
gonna
all
be
I am
around.
to you? Wow.
I have dark
my
vision.
world.
You don't even mean that much to me if you're just a torch.
Wait,
Under
so
the rug.
where's this chapter at?
You got to throw the
Under
switch to
rug.
open the door back
Look under
up.
the rug.
Oh wait, I think we did sort of know that, but I don't think we knew it went anywhere. We thought it was just like a
Yeah, we thought it was a
track.
pit with spikes in it.
Yeah, but we never looked down either. I remember we never actually asked what was in
We
the pit.
rolled to save to
It's
make sure we
true.
didn't
Yeah.
fall.
We
I'll
just
pull the lever.
jumped over.
We just jumped over the pit.
Hey, Aurora, stand on this rug for a second.
Yeah.
Am I even with you all yet?
You are somewhere else. I'm not sure where you are, actually. Oh, I see you. You're in the north part of the... You should come on down to the southeast corner.
Yeah, you're here. We're just gonna say you're here, Aurora. You were here the whole time.
There you go.
You know exactly what's
Oh, there.
transpired.
Watching
Oh,
from the
Thorn already
shadows.
talked about it. I actually wasn't there. That's why I didn't know what I'm gonna do.
I think you ran off in a rage after our whole party died, except for me and Chu.
I'm gonna take
You
a
were
pebble
massacring everybody.
or like just like a small rock, and I'm gonna throw it down.
I'm gonna start climbing down while he does that.
We have a rope. Does anyone have rope?
Check
The rock skitters and kind of clackers and rolls somewhere, and you hear this kind of reverberating
Can
around.
I cast daylight down the hole?
How long was the distance from
Not very long.
dropping it to there? Like how many seconds? So not very long.
I'm climbing down.
Okay. I'm
Casting daylight
I'll hold the rope.
on the hole.
I'll follow Gayer down the hole.
Yeah, you will.
Brother, don't make incest jokes.
We're all already thinking it.
Now, I thought those torches would automatically light shit up. But whatever. Let's just do that. We'll do it that way. That'll be easiest.
My. All right, well, as the last to go in, like I don't hear any screaming of pain and death.
Oh my god, don't come down here! It's horrible!
And I roll my eyes and climb down the stairs. Or like, what is it? Ladder? It's not stairs. You're just climbing scaling a wall. Did we tie a rope to something? And so far,
What do I see? What do I see? Because I'm assuming I don't know.
What's the distance down there?
5 foot squares.
How far down did we have to go?
It was about a 10-foot straight drop. It got really dark fast, and then it turned into a slope, and it was a steep slope at first, and then it turns into kind of a ramp that goes down all the way down this pathway here. And Roll20 is having a rough night. I think its kid started using meth or something. Its wife left it.
Well,
yeah,
that escalated
I know.
quickly.
Like what?
That was oddly specific.
Somebody towed its car and broke into apartment 3C and stole all my VCRs. Just kidding. Well, I'm enjoying my lovely spinning wheel here.
As you do
I'll
it
roll
with
initiative someday. If you guys want to roll initiative, feel
No.
free. I've got a spinning wheel right now. I'm just enjoying it quite a bit.
Oh, no. No. Oh.
So Thor, because now I have advantage on initiative checks, but when you roll initiative and roll 20, it doesn't seem like it does it, but maybe it does.
Gayer, I think. Oh,
You have to toggle
you
and
roll
roll
for the
20.
torch, but I guess you'll just be torch now.
Huh.
Brilliant.
I am torch.
There we go.
Hey,
I just rolled
that's
twice.
Lord Torch to you.
I think if you just roll twice, it'll. But the thing is, it'll override your second roll, no matter
Yeah.
your first roll, no matter what your second one is. I don't know if it really does it.
Oh yeah.
Initiative with advantage.
Yeah, that's why I was just asking, because of the Sentinel Shield thing. I now have advantage on perception and initiative checks.
Can you click anything on the Sentinel Shield to roll it, maybe?
Let's see here. I didn't think about that. So let's see. What if I hit use as a resource? Does it? Should I bite the bullet and just try to roll again and see what happens?
I'd have to think about that. I'm really honestly not quite sure how to handle that.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. I'll just roll twice for now. If I get a really low roll, I'll roll it again or whatever. But if it's a decent roll,
Yeah,
I'll just
yeah,
save
you
it.
could do something like that. I think that would.
Yeah, at least until we figure it out. No big deal.
Okay, so Shu goes first.
Okay. I'm gonna try to talk to it and just be like, "Who are you? We don't have to end this in a fight." And see if I get any response.
He's kind of shielding himself from the sunlight that Bubbles cast. Like, it's hurting his eyes. And he introduces himself as Lord Lenout. Once the owner of this keep,
Lord Lenout.
and they turned him into undead when the bandits took over. The keep has had other owners since Lord Falcon. And they stuck him down here to destroy everything that comes down here. And he would be very happy to fight to the death with you, because he wants to move on to the next world. So have at you. Yeah, sure.
Can you tell if we believe him?
Insight check. I don't think you have any reason not to.
All right. Well, then I'll just reply, "I'll be happy to oblige you, your death, for the second time." And I'll Eldritch Blast this.
I'm not going to try to do the spell effect, because it's so sluggish tonight. I'm going to make it.
And then the second shot of it, boom. Because I
Okay.
get 2 shots now. They call me 2 shots because I got 2 shots.
So you saying they call you a 2-pump jump?
Hey,
You walked into that one. You opened the door for me.
but those 2
Just
pumps,
saying.
Oh my god,
Those
he had a
2
family.
those 2 pumps are the most amazing 2 pumps you'll ever have. Let me tell you.
Oh, I don't think that's a factual sentence anyone has ever said before.
You just got destroyed.
Just for that, I'm a quicken spell. And I'm Eldritch Blast this motherfucker again.
Now he's a 4 pump.
Oh, when you have to pop a pill right before.
Yeah. Hey man, that's just the body. I don't make fun of a woman.
Is that another Eldritch Blast?
It's
Okay,
fine. Don't dick shame.
got it.
Yeah. Yeah, I quicken spells so I could cast it twice.
Okay, then it is Rexus's turn.
My goodness.
Wait, what the fuck is that in the chat?
I'm reading that right now.
So, Shu is having some sort of like erotic eldritch encounter with this white, and yeah, I'm doing the best to, not look and just try to tune his thoughts out, just like not. So I'm gonna go ahead and launch into a barrage of daggers.
I finally have a group with a little more gender diversity, and they're just complete, like, trashy gutter brain.
Toads.
Yes.
Hey,
It's okay.
Hey,
Ouch.
I resemble that
I claim
statement.
it.
You do
Yeah.
resemble it. You're right. You
I don't
do
know
resemble
Lord
it,
Shu.
dear.
All I know is the Lord is PC.
Those will both hit, and
All right. So
you can probably have it roll damage at the same time, but
Oh, I can, but I want to get all three of them in there first. So then I'll go ahead and
nope,
throw the
that's a
third one
miss.
with the bonus action. Nevertheless, with let's say
You're
the
throwing
second
daggers,
one
right?
that hit. Oh yes, we're throwing daggers, and I'm going to use the psionic strike, which I'll put in the chat as such, and I'll roll a psionic die and add its value to the damage done to the second attack. So 2 daggers, total of 17.
Okay. The daggers don't seem to have much effect on him, but he does take the psionic damage.
That's nice. Let me check. It's force. It's force damage with the psionic strike.
You mean the 6 and the 8 are force damage?
Nevertheless, the 6 and the 8 are piercing, but the psionic, the 3
he takes
damage
that.
is force damage.
But not the 6 and the 8 from the
cool.
daggers.
All right. Oh, I hope he enjoys the taste of my daggers as I am moving over here and am done. Go right ahead, Aurora. You're much larger than me. Please go. Charge right in.
Wow. That's so rude to say to a woman.
He is going to life drain on Gare, hitting a 22 for 3 necrotic damage. DC 13 Constitution save.
Look back to the gentleman behind me and say, I thought he wanted to die. Why is he fighting?
Oh,
Do you
he
think he
wants
would
to
just
kill
succumb?
too.
Well, go help him.
Okay, so just three necrotic damage.
Help him on his way.
And two-handed longsword slash, hitting a 15 for 12 damage, and that is his turn.
No.
Is he holding a...
No damage.
Fuck
no
you,
damage
bitch.
for you.
I think he is. Okay. And Bubbles.
Okay. Gonna keep it simple. Oh my god, I have so many damage attack things. Holy shit. Where did... Just gonna throw some darts at him.
Yeah.
Why do you have bless?
Yeah, that's a good hit, but he is just kind of shrugging off the damage. He doesn't really... Yeah. You know, he doesn't care.
Oh, that's right.
Is it Torch's
All right,
turn?
Torch.
All right. First, I'm going to bonus action cast Spiritual Weapon.
Oh God.
And what you see before you.
If you say these nuts, I swear to God.
Well, kind of. You see a giant, glowing, 20-inch, golden
Troll dick.
dildo. And it just smacks him upside the head.
Does it even have like the suction cup on the bottom too?
No, this
Oh.
is D&D. We don't have suction cups.
I am lemon. Oh, where's a piece of paper?
Well, there's a more generic,
This is D&D.
a more generic spiritual weapon.
A more generic dildo.
16.
And then I'll make 2 attacks with my action. With my magical +1 to hit sword. And in the second one, or in that first one, the 25 to hit. I am going to select him. And I will use a second level spell for that. So that should be 3d8. Hold on. It's 2d8, 3d8, and he's undead, so 48 damage.
Damn.
So we'll add a little bit of 19 smite on top
He
of that.
is dead. Again.
I hate undead shit.
Real.
Say, look, we still don't have a barbarian.
I just walk back down.
I'm gonna
Here.
see what's on the body. See what he's got.
I'm just gonna play with my spiritual weapon for a little bit.
Let's do that in private. Keep that to yourself, please.
I just need my daggers. I'm curious about what he's got on him, but no, I mean, I just will collect my daggers.
Yeah, let's see what he's got. I don't. Do you want me to roll for it? Or...
He has 140 platinum. And
Shit, that's me.
Yep, that's you.
I'm pulling it out.
Yeah.
You said 140 platinum? Okay.
25 gold pewter sailboat miniature.
Oh, I thought that's hilarious. I thought you were saying he had 25 pewter sailboat miniatures. It's like, where? How?
I like yours better. Let's go with that.
Was his weapon anything
was just a
special?
Mundane
or anything
longsword.
like that? Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
which you can
No worries.
definitely keep if you want it, but
And I throw it. People.
What should we put down here?
This
vote
is
Gayer.
This is Gayer's timeout room.
yeah. I was about to say this is when we get tired of Gayer. We throw him down here and we close the latch.
Okay.
It all goes back to what I was saying earlier. This is where the VIPs end up. So all the people that we're eventually going to feed to the dragon, we
Right.
welcome them into the VIP guest suite, and oh, you're going to have a wonderful stay, trapdoor. And then they're just down here. for however long
Welcome
we need
to
them
the
to be down
VIP
there.
suite.
Are you talking about that red dragon?
I think they are talking about the red dragon.
Yes.
Yes.
While I was actually separated from you all, I actually received information on that dragon.
Ooh.
Took me a while to find you all. Yep.
Her name.
His name is. Her name is Tezun.
What is the name?
Tezun. Just kidding. Those are Z's.
Interesting.
Now that we know the name, do we have power over the dragon?
Right. Not its secret name. Just its name.
Next time I run up to the dragon, I'm just gonna go up to it and yell, "Volra, stop!" See if it does anything.
Guys, this place is kind of a shithole.
Do we want to go hunt the dragon?
What sort of, like, mind you my heritage, what sort of dragon are we talking about here?
Red dragon. Adult red dragon.
Oh my.
Do you want to hunt a dragon?
We're all gonna die.
Yes, I don't see that situation ending well for any of us. Unless we were to merely parlay with the dragon and strike up some sort of deal, but I don't know what sort of deal.
What do you think the people
would
before you
need
did?
or be able to back up? Well, they fed its slaves.
Here's the plan, Rexus. We're gonna get this adult red dragon to fall in love with you.
I just start shaking my head immediately.
Oh my. Yes.
be
No.
her
There's
husband,
a generational gap
and
there.
then
I do not mate with my ancestors.
no. Hear me out. And then
There's-
she becomes the keep's protector, and nobody will fuck with us.
Mm-hmm. Well,
And if you need some help with the dragon, like Shu would need, I can summon my spiritual weapon.
well, I'm sure your spiritual weapon would have a much greater effect than my meager cloaca. So I'm going to let you take the lead on seducing, wooing, and intercoursing a adult red
I think he's the
dragon
guy
female,
for it. I mean, really.
and have a good time with that.
I mean, that's fine. I'm down for that. I'm all about love, anyways.
So what you're saying is we're all gonna die to a dragon because of Geyer.
Sounds like
the first you're thinking about this. You didn't already realize that would lead us into sure and certain death.
No, I did the moment you suggested we just go knock on the front door of this keep when we first scoped it out.
Well, we killed them all anyways.
We could have talked them down.
someone's got a death wish. I see how things work now.
He's already died once.
All makes more sense.
You're kind of like an undead.
Wait, he is
Geyer?
dead, isn't he?
No, he's alive.
It's like I
Now.
always say, Yolt. You'll only live twice.
Gonna kill him now.
The red dragon always
Oh, God.
comes to the rooftop and demands tribute.
I was about to square up with that motherfucker.
Okay, back downstairs. So the rooftop is perfect.
Great.
Wow. Whoa. Where the fuck am I? Oh, there I am.
All right. Engineer is continuing to inspect this level is in pretty good shape.
We may want to do something about that side entrance we came through, though.
I was gonna say we should add like a door or something like here, or like a really heavy like.
This
box,
door
like
is can be
what
locked.
is it? I was thinking like, could we add
Yeah,
like a
yeah, you can.
portcullis? Is that what it's called? But yeah, like here or something. So it's like it stops them from even getting in right here.
We could also just mold earth close it, and the only way in is to mold earth.
Mm.
So they may not even realize it leads into here.
Summon
yeah.
the Hoover.
Will that be our bat cave?
This is the exit with our bat cave. Yes.
Where's Alfred?
How
The
did you know, man?
engineer's right here.
Right.
Did we warn the engineer about the weird like text statue thing?
How did we get an engineer here so fast?
We're just really
Yeah,
good.
you're that good. It's a little bit big. The magic, I'm sure, is inert by now, with all the evil cleansed from the keep.
Oh yeah, you know Gay's going around cleansing all the bad mojo.
Do we plan on keeping all these coffins down here? I'd hate to disturb
You mean
somebody, but
you mean beds?
Oh, they've already been disturbed.
that would
They were disturbed
True.
a couple days ago.
like I guess relocated. Is this the
Just
basement
say
where you all were saying that the rooms are gonna be?
no. Next floor down.
Okay.
Well, you can have a room wherever you want. We've just kind of called dibs on stuff.
So there's considered to be enough square footage in a keep by the fortress rules that you could pretty much expand your rooms all the way through this map. So if you want more, in this empty space, you can put more in there. You can get rid of this cavern and replace it with rooms that you created. So this is all. This level is in pretty good shape.
So hear me out. Could we not just do this repair work ourselves?
Yeah.
With the roofs have holes, the roofs and walls. Like mold earth would be able to take care of a lot of that, right?
And you've got some personnel. You've got enough to do. Depending on how fast you're trying to get it done.
Hey, and as a psychic, I can move 7 30-pound stones per short rest.
Cool.
Got you guys.
I
got you.
As a paladin, I can also do that every 2 minutes.
Nice.
And as a human, I could probably pick up a 30-pound stone.
I don't know about that, Shu. You have pretty
that-
scrawny arms.
Can you
That's the
move it or
difference
just pick
between
it up?
you and me.
I'm going to try to find a stone that weighs about 30 pounds and see how much Shu struggles with it.
Move it or
Watch.
just pick it up. That's a good
Roll a
question.
strength check.
Okay. I will guide myself because I can.
How many times would you be able to guide yourself?
As many as I need. I can just continuously keep doing it. I'm assuming this is athletics.
I'm going to cast Bane on Shu. I'm just kidding. Oh yeah, good stuff right there.
Yeah, let's just go on at the guidance. Oh yeah, this is
Oh
It's closed.
yeah, okay. I mean, I'd say you'd probably still pick up a 30-pound stone.
Just throw out your back doing
I
it.
never said it would be completely graceful. I just said I could do it.
He's going to go downstairs.
He's tired of our shit.
Engineer's tired of your shit.
I'm gonna pick Shu up as he's picking up the 30-pound stone.
I'm gonna guide him. Here's your guidance.
Could we have lights turned on here, possibly?
Oh, what, you can't see? Oh, poor baby. Poor
No, I
baby.
can. It's just,
Spooky.
yeah, being able to see rooms that we're not in is helpful.
I can see everything.
Oh,
So-
yes.
Aurora, there was this secret room that Gayer's in behind the saws where all the treasure was. And it's now mine.
How did you get into that one?
It was an illusion, the saw was, and there was a door behind it.
Just
And we did it on a
bibbidi-bobbidi-boo.
technicality. And this is where I became barbecue, and then became human again, and then became barbecue again, and then became
That's-
human again.
That's why I wanted to be my room. Fond memories.
Brother, if I die, I don't know if what's her name? Hera?
Hera. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know if Hera will bring
Which
me
is
back.
also my
like you.
dog's name.
I'm
She
just saying.
looked up. She's like, what?
Yes? Rang?
Look, my room's an immaculate functionality.
Woohoo!
And it's
What do you
way too
know?
big. What
That's
space?
what she said.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, Bubbles, you're taking the fungus room.
The slime wall. Didn't Rexus
Mhm.
want the troll room?
Yeah. I think
I don't even remember at this point.
You had originally said you wanted this one, which,
Mhm.
can we just look at the shape of this for a second? What are these? What is this?
It's just what you see is what you get.
Mm.
It's just that's
wide-
just the shape of the room.
Yeah, it just widens out a little bit. It's fine.
It's a
fine.
dick.
I think you're just seeing what you want to see.
Takes one to know one.
It's the dick room.
Tiny
These are the
balls.
testicles. Yes, very tiny.
That looks like a penis to you. I
Yeah,
am
if
worried.
your penis looks like that, you really should go see a doctor. Because
Oh, shit.
that cannot be good.
All 911.
Are you just talking about the end of it, or the fact that he has like a random like
Take your pick.
automatically ribbed section?
Right?
Ribbed for her pleasure.
This is why you should not use penis pumps.
Apparently, your basement is in great shape.
What's a penis pump?
That's what she said.
Just give me that cake.
Oh,
Give me that fucking cake.
the spiral goes deeper.
That's never mind.
I mean, if it looks like that, you're not going deep. It's okay.
What are you talking about? This thing's the size of a fucking room. Maybe ugly, but that motherfucker's huge. It's not pretty. Once it goes in, you can't see it. It's whatever.
Can't unsee.
I guess you choose to keep your hood on.
It's a bloody dick too. It's not just a dick. It's all
Yeah.
bloodied.
It's awful.
Someone's
Can't
first time.
Cannot unsee it. It's going to haunt me.
What is this turned into? This is why maybe we shouldn't keep the keep. Maybe we just need to focus on adventuring.
We can always sell it later. You want 50,000 gold?
Okay, let's go back to the room we were in. So the basement is in good shape. Other than this part
Yeah,
is
it is.
collapsing to a degree, but the foundation is still good. So
No.
so there's your engineering
Get to work,
inspection.
Rexus. Fix your shit.
All right.
Fix your shit, Rexus.
God, I'll get on it. Leave me alone.
This room, this floor got it the worst, so it's probably all the fighting.
That's fair.
That'll happen when you slaughter everything in sight.
Do we wanna help these people that want to go home? Take them back to that settlement at least.
That's kind of the plan once we're done here.
Yeah, I was
Could
just
use some
bringing
fresh
it up.
air.
So do we need to do any rolls to fix up this floor?
Yeah, if we spend some time working on it
Um,
with our magic and stuff.
let me check on your personnel again. See what you got here. Do you guys remember? Let's see. I guess I'll count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sounds about right. Seems like there's about 10 people. So you've got 10 unskilled laborers, and that will help you to a degree. All you really have to roll for is how long it takes. So between the lot of you.
Yeah, let's just say we fix it up with all the resources that we can find. You know, go chop down some trees if we need to. What do you want us to roll?
Roll 3d4.
Everyone or just
So in 8 weeks, you can have all these turned green.
It's
Not
almost
bad.
4 months.
2 months?
That's almost 3 months. Yeah,
2 months?
2 months.
2.
Almost 2 months.
3 months because each week is 10 days. Well, I guess it depends. I mean, are you going with a D&D calendar, or does this work
I have
like a
a
7-day calendar,
calendar.
like what we live in now? 7 day.
It's
Okay, so yeah, that's 2 months.
Does have extra long months
5
though.
week
about
months. Go back to the,
Pretty
Oh,
fun.
interesting.
oh, I moved it. Shoot. Now I'm confused.
Time is only a concept that we
Well,
create.
sure, but I mean, you know, we need to
It
trade
still happens.
and charge money for labor. Got to have some way to measure it. I mean, it's always arbitrary, but you know. Let me ask you this: what year
Life is
is it right
meaningless.
now?
Isn't it like 1407 or something?
No, I mean our year, not in game. I mean us.
Oh.
Oh, I was like, this is a
It's like,
quiz, and
what?
I am going to fail.
No,
I think that's really dependent on your belief in
2021.
was the world created. Is it really 2021, or is it just 2021 from the written?
2021. Everybody almost in the world agrees that it's 2021. 2021 years.
I'm
That
gonna be one of the
is
negative people.
a number that we have all been counting to. For 2 millennia, we've all been counting up to the number 2021.
The number
Sure.
isn't like the actual year of the planet, though. That is just the number of written once we
It's-
finally started actually
Yeah.
keeping track of it.
Interesting group
Yeah.
exercise, though. But consider, I mean, there are older, like the Jewish
the Jews
calendar.
are like,
I mean, what year are
they're
they
just
in?
they're like, well, it's actually 6,000 whatever.
Exactly.
They're
like,
quietly
they're
keeping
much
track.
further ahead.
And then,
Yeah.
of course, the
But,
Chinese
it
calendar is
is
different
keeping
too.
a year. Yeah, but just keeping a year is a very interesting collective societal experiment. You're right.
All I know is that we live in the year that Brittany finally got freed.
Yeah, boy.
Hashtag free Brittany.
What was our what was our safe word?
There is no safe word.
Okay, so that
No.
takes us to the
I'm
31st
kidding.
day of Iladra.
Sorry.
Iladra, the 9th month. And the red dragon is going to come seeking her tribute probably in the wintertime. So you've got about 5. You've got somewhere between 6 to 12 weeks to figure that out.
And
Slaves.
what is the tribute typically?
Oh, I don't
How
know.
many?
Days this month.
Probably more and more.
Waco would know, right?
Let's get all this stuff out of there.
Any of the slaves or
What if I just do a
employees.
lot of hunting in that time? Get a lot of animals and we put those on the roof.
What if I cast Summon Steed and summon a horse
Horses
and let her
looks-
eat it?
Man,
That'd be a big downgrade from the 12 we last gave her.
Yeah, but this is a Fey horse. Fays have to be tasty.
they may be tasty, but it's never fully satisfying. You're just always hungry again 2 hours later.
Your Fey
True.
horse is still a Fey that you
Did I
have
put
to
everybody
summon.
on that map? I didn't mean to
How
do
do you
that.
think that Fey is going to agree to just being eaten?
He's fine with it. We've talked about it. I can bring him back the next day. It's fine. He doesn't actually die. He
Yeah,
just
but he
really
still
pisses
feels
off the
pain.
dragon.
It still feels pain. It's still a creature.
It's
You
still
don't know
animal
that.
cruelty.
It does not specify in this spell that it feels pain. You don't know. I don't know that it doesn't.
That's
it
the
does.
most. That's the like.
Summon it,
That's
and I'm gonna shoot it with an Eldritch Blast, and we'll see what
that
it
is
does.
the most mage logic I've ever heard. It's like, well, it doesn't say it feels pain in the spell. Like, it's awesome. Summon a spirit.
There you go.
Oh. Mastiff would be a good choice.
But it doesn't leave behind a physical form. It doesn't leave behind a physical form. So would it even get
I
any
don't know.
sustenance from it?
Exactly.
No,
Just
that's the
hungry
point.
again
I'm
2 hours
tricking
later.
the dragon.
You don't think that
It's
dragon
intelligent.
would be like flying away and put on the brakes and be like, U-turn?
Nah,
No?
I can
So-
trick him.
It's a big risk.
I'm gonna make the dragon fall in love with me.
Would I be able to contact someone based off what Waco says and give them that information about the red dragon and when it's expected to arrive to see if we could get assistance? I mean, that also depends if everybody wants to fight it or how you want to deal with this dragon issue.
Like realistically, if we had 100 soldiers and we were just, in our keep defending ourselves, and we have ballista and shit, could we take on an adult red dragon?
No.
Prove it.
One fire breath would kill us in one hit. The little
Mhm.
metagaming,
So
sorry,
what you're
but
saying is we should just spread out, so it can't kill all of us.
yeah,
And
sure.
a single hit. It's too funny. Oh, I feel like that situation would end very badly for us, but we've
Well-
got 10 to 12 weeks to figure it out.
The amount of fear that it struck into us the first time we met it, I don't think any of us were able to move.
Oh, could you imagine?
We could move. We just had to move away from it.
What
I
I'm
can
saying
imagine
is,
that sort of thing would be quite terrifying.
yes.
What if we go find Perrin and Zeke and that other Orson, that other guy, and we fed them to the dragon?
That seems a little extreme.
But is it though?
Well, in terms of feeding a dragon, I'm going to go do. I'm not. No.
Yeah,
it's
does
not
Waco know how much
not
we
a good
fed it
metaphor.
before?
Does Waco know what?
How many slaves they sacrificed
It's
to it
usually
before?
in the ballpark of 8 to 12 at a time, if she's in a good mood.
What if we track down wildlife and had just like a whole pen of like 40 horses or deer or whatever the fuck?
She
is
might
out
go
here?
for it, but,
And off
she
like that.
comes here for slaves, but you could try.
Disappointing a dragon. It's not a healthy course of action most often.
I mean, do we feel
Um,
like we want to sacrifice humans?
Is there any way to take control of the dragon?
There are ways. Nothing
Who did?
you have access to, but there are ways.
We know where she nests.
You do? When
Just
did you
tell me I'm
learn where she
useless next
nests?
You do know where? No, I'm asking.
Oh, I
I'm
heard
asking
we
if
know where she nests. No, nobody knows where her lair
sorry.
is.
Yeah.
But it can't be. I mean, it has to be
Try to
within
suck it.
100 miles.
Well.
Sounds like our next adventure to me.
Curious indeed. If we could find said nest and we could find any, younglings or eggs that she may have produced, that would give us a fair amount of leverage in anything we would want to then demand. But it also seems like keeping your head, low and just kind of staying out of the picture in terms of dragons is also a good idea. So finding some way of providing something for her to eat is going to be worth our while, but maybe we should focus on carrying out bandits in the area, and instead of killing them, taking them as unconscious prisoners. Some wagons and some horses, and then just load up the cellar with angry bandits.
Like it.
All right, Anakin, I see you want to sacrifice younglings, but
I mean, that seems, if we have to cross a moral threshold into feeding humans to a dragon, why not feed bad people to a dragon?
The dragon's going to eat people either way. And if someone else owns this keep, they're going to do the same thing.
Right? And the bad people already want to kill us, and the dragon will eat us if we don't give it people to eat. So let's just eliminate us from both of those situations and give bandits to the dragon. Everybody wins.
Do we
Hail
even have a
just
cart to
heroes.
transfer them?
Hey, we can go to town, buy one. We have 10 to 12 weeks.
And also, I think they had like a stable, if I recall, outside the keep.
Their horses, or have you already fed those to the dragon as well?
I don't know if we know much about the stable. We probably should go check that out to see if, everything's missing, if there's carts, all that good stuff.
To the stables! But before the stables, I have to pee. I've appeared to have customized some of the weapons in my D&D Beyond interface for Rexus, but it wiped out like the notes I had, so I don't know. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know which ones have the bonus damage I'm supposed to be getting, which ones don't. So I'm trying to like finagle. But I think I got it sorted, though. This one I need to bump up. I do and don't like this class, like this subclass, because like I throw things. It's kind of a one note.
What were you again?
He's a Psy warrior, but I specialized.
that's-
I mean, he's a fighter class, so I specialized in thrown weapons. And
Oh,
thrown weapons, it turns out, is very one note. It's kind of
yeah.
over and over.
Definitely something you need the DM to buff up for you.
Mm.
And just the like trying to collect them and stuff can get a little bit risky sometimes.
Right. Well, and that's why I'm
Yeah.
trying to have like large quantity of things. And I do have like I've got darts and shurikens chucked in there, and I've just been looking up, what exactly all counts as a thrown weapon. So like, what can I use to my benefit here?
Do you have any like spells that can buff weapons?
Don't. As a fighter, the only spells I have now are because of the Helm of Telepathy that I'm now wearing.
Yeah.
That's just extra psychic stuff. So nothing real fancy in that manner. I can, like with the psionic dice, I can add damage, to my attacks, but that only, goes so far.
Yeah.
Still though, I think if I have like a good assortment of things to throw, it's not that one note. And I still have my breath weapon that I can use like 3 times, I think. Yeah. And like the expansion they did with the Dragonborn race, I also get what the hell is it? Gem Flight. So once per long rest, I can grow wings for a minute.
What?
Fly
That's
around
cool.
for a little bit. And the feat I took was also one of the like special new like feats they added with the dragon expansion. So that when I take damage from a creature within 10 feet of me, I can use my reaction to force the creature to make a strength saving throw. And on a failure, the target takes 2d8 force damage and is pushed up to 10 feet away from me.
That's cool.
And so I get to do that 3 times. So it's just like I tried to layer on as much psychic nonsense in this character as I could, just
Like
to give him all of the potential options he could have as a psychic. And then we found the Helm of Telepathy. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
He's like, it's a real deal now. Interesting. You as
for
the moon druid though, right? Like,
yeah.
oh, you have so many fun options. Have you turned into a Deinonychus yet?
Not yet. So far, I've just done the giant toad.
Oh, that's a good one though, because you can swallow things, and that there's really no greater satisfaction in an RPG than when you swallow like an enemy, or are swallowed in turn. I ran my players up against an undead Bulette last week, And I added a couple of features into it so that it could also swallow and eat things. And man, I had somebody in its mouth. And then they broke the grapple and it got away. Killed it. Fuck you guys. Fuck you.
Supposed to be rooting for your players.
No, I never root for my players. Well, no, I do. I'm very proud of them. And I make a lot of custom items and shit, like specifically for their characters.
It's
So
fun.
yeah, like I treat them really well, but man, I throw them up against a wall. Like the other group, I made them start hating that they were trying to clear out a manor that they could call their own, sort of similar to what's going on here, ironically. Coincidentally, I suppose. But I just threw so much nasty stuff in there. I set it up as 3 separate encounters so that I could just justify absolutely stacking the deck against them. And did they take a short rest between anything? No.
I know.
No, they just kept on plowing through. And one person went down. The cleric just went down at the hands of an ogre zombie, and that was the last thing that happened that night. And the next week they came back and they saved her, and someone else forged ahead without exploring, investigating, looking for traps, anything of the sort, and a gibbering mouther fell from the ceiling and killed him. But again,
Well,
they ripped him free and poured a healing potion down his throat.
how dare they?
I know. Bastards. And then, I had a manticore set up, supposed to be the middle encounter in the attic of this place, and they went there very last, whatever. And it, I gave it a voice, we had a conversation, and I was a little threatening, but at the same time, not terribly so. And one of the players was like, all right, well, I'm going to use suggestion on it. I'm going to suggest that it finds a new place to live. Shit. That 100% works. I was just like, well, all right then. That's the end of that. Good job. Thumbs up, guys. In their own weird way. I don't know. That particular group is an interesting, fun, but they're also dilemma, because it's one of my friends from junior high school, and then his brother and brother's wife, and then their other brother, the other brother's wife. One of our other mutual friends from high school that we've brought in kind of to fill out the dynamic a little bit, but they, with the exception of the person that I brought in, the whole family dynamic, they're all so selfish.
Oh no.
So selfish. They, they don't want to share things, and whatever they find they want to keep, and they get pissed off if it's built for someone else, not meant for them. Calm down. Just calm down, guys. It's rough.
Yeah. Can definitely make or break a game.
It's true. It's tough because they're all, family, and it makes it easier for them to get snippy and snide because, it's family.
Yeah.
Just everyone to take 2 steps back.
I'm back.
While Aurora's just great axing everywhere.
I'm trying to figure out how to get this great axe in here, and I just didn't want to interrupt you all.
Oh no.
You should be able to just drag and drop it from the compendium, right?
Is that how it works? Because I was trying to go in there and move it.
Yeah, go to the
Maybe I'm just
compendium,
switched.
and you can drag and drop it to your own character sheet, and then just remove it from the party one.
Frickin' Michigan's drinking your Verners.
Burners.
It's a Werner.
Like
Oh, okay.
ginger ale, right?
You've made this up.
Google.
Crinkly.
Ow.
We're waiting for him to eat toast. I'm gonna go make another smoothie.
What kind of smoothie?
Chocolate peanut butter, the best.
That sounds great.
So I think a lot of the stuff that I had in here that's actually in the inventory for the group loot, I still think a lot of this hasn't been identified. Because when we did identify it, I would actually put the information in the item name, like the lance +1, scimitar +1. So I just realized that. Which is,
Do we know which things are magical?
I can do
don't
detect magic real quick
think
whenever
so.
Thor gets back, just to be sure.
Yes, but if Thor doesn't remember, that's why I'm asking if we had a way of marking it or not.
Let me see if I can do.
Take this cat. Take this cat.
So what I'll do is to mark it whether it's been identified as magical. I'll do what you guys did on the other page in the bio and info, and I'll just put an asterisk next to it if it's magical.
Oh, well, I did the opposite.
Oh, you did non-magic. Okay, so
Everything that,
right, this is just gonna be
everything-
easier.
yeah,
I'm
the
just gonna
italicized
do.
word list is not magical.
So what I'm gonna do for this list in here, in the character sheet inventory, if it's magical, I'm gonna put parentheses M, and if it's been identified,
It'll
just-
have its actual thing.
Then we can just add the
Yeah.
actual item.
yeah, if it's still not identified, I'll just put parentheses U or something. So if it's like, if there's an M and a U, then we'll know it's magical, we just won't have anything to identify it yet.
Here. Kyle. It's Kyle.
What?
Roll 1d100.
Roll 1d100?
Yes.
29.
29. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Icing.
I didn't hear what you said. What was it?
Icing.
Icing?
Icing.
Acing?
Ice. Icing.
Icing. Icing whom?
Icing so loud the neighbors can hear.
I don't get it.
Sing so loud. Neighbors can't hear. Yes.
Singing
Try
Britney.
again. 22.
So long.
22. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Amish.
Mesh?
Amish.
Amish. Amish who?
Really? You don't look like a shoe.
See, that one was good because we have a shoe.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I am
You doing okay,
yeah,
buddy?
I'm okay. I just had to do some, some colon cleansing.
Purging. Hey.
Bubbles should be back in just a little bit. She went to go make a smoothie.
Okie doke.
Chocolate peanut butter smoothie.
Bro, that sounds like a dope ass smoothie. It's like Reese's,
Oh.
but in a smoothie.
I hate that there's not a lot of just peanut butter ice cream.
Mm.
It's always mixed with a bunch of other stuff.
You ever just tried to freeze your peanut butter in a smoothie?
It seems like
Gotta like pre-portion it out and freeze it on like a baking sheet on parchment paper. That would be, I think, the way to go. Because trying to get it out of the container like, while it's frozen would be difficult. You'd just be like scraping a spoon on the top. Pre-portion.
Unless you microwave it.
Then that would
Just
be
a regular peanut butter.
Pow, pow, pow. Twist.
Or what if you make a peanut butter milkshake and then freeze that? Then it's got the milk, the sugar, and the peanut butter already in it. So it's closer to ice cream. It's been fluffed up a little bit. Then you freeze that parchment paper instead. Squares. And then cut it. That's a little bite-sized way.
Hold on. Now that's taking things in an interesting direction. That's like the foundation of ice cream cake. You put some brownie underneath that and freeze it and serve it, and my friend, you are well on your way to ice cream cake. I have to imagine ice cream cake was the result of some drunk or high person or persons sitting in their kitchen late one night, and they were like, man, we melted the ice cream. What happens if we put it on the brownies? What happens if we freeze it? Worlds were shattered.
Just like that.
Yes, just like that.
I feel like everything was created by a drunk or high person at some point in time in life.
Seems likely.
Did you get those epiphanies?
Or someone, you know what it is, you know what the third category there is. Someone who had a really good idea as they were falling to sleep, but was smart enough to have a pen and paper next to the bed so they could write those sorts of things down. Maybe there's that.
That's the one I meant to go to.
Nice. The stables! Like the bird. The bald eagle.
Sweet.
Bird has like a 8-foot wingspan. That is the Millennium Falcon.
Sweet.
That's what's left of Orson. It's just a bird. Alien. I knew aliens were going to come into this.
Had to happen eventually.
I know this is all fly, but this was made by Steve.
Okay, well, that's an interesting choice of images for the word envoy, but okay. The Millennium Falcon popped up, so, you know, why not?
How's a good cup noodle?
As good as most
my
movie.
chip, my cheese dip.
I would probably most of the time rank cheese dip over cup.
Definitely. Lactose intolerant, but I will suffer the diarrhea for that cheese dip. Okay.
I had a friend, she was like allergic to watermelon, but she loved watermelon, so she would just take a fucking Benadryl and then just start downing some fucking watermelon. She's like, if I die,
Oh yeah.
Woo, I just got paid.
Whoop.
Shit just went into the bank.
As my mother often said, there's no excuse for you.
Okay. Doggo.
Oh, sorry.
Kind of dog.
Not entirely sure she was a rescue, but maybe Husky Shepherd, maybe Husky Doberman.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Probably Husky. Yeah. She's really frustrated that I'm not sharing my peanut butter smoothie with her.
Share.
It's got
You
chocolate.
monster.
I said,
You're a monster.
No, it's got chocolate.
I'm pretty sure they're fine with a little bit of chocolate.
But the smoothie has a lot of chocolate.
You're
Yeah.
not feeding the dog a whole smoothie. Just
That's
one
what
lick.
the dog
My
wants.
dog has eaten large amounts of chocolate, not by choice. I did not, try to give it to her. She just got into it. But she doesn't. She gets sick, but she doesn't get that sick. You have to.
Get affected.
Most dogs, depending on size, you have to eat a lot of chocolate for it to actually get anything serious. I think that whole thing is pretty overblown. If you got a little dog, you really don't want it getting into chocolate. But if you've got an 80-pound dog, it's going to be fine. It might puke and have some diarrhea for a while, but other than that, it's going to be fine.
Yeah, so give it your smoothie.
no.
The LD factor on chocolate versus a weight it goes up dramatically.
Monster. And you
Or-
call yourself a druid.
Yeah, I'm a moon druid. I turn into beasts.
A moon
You
druid?
don't need to. You are already
Oh, yeah.
one.
Yeah, I knew that.
Because she was a giant toad.
Hold on.
Rabbit.
Rexus.
Oh.
37.
37. Let
Oh.
us see here. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Police.
Lease?
Oh god. Police.
Police who?
Police, stop telling these awful knock knock jokes.
Well, that's a great one.
Thank you.
But one of my
One more? Okay. Boom,
Yeah.
18.
18. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Voodoo.
Voodoo who?
Voodoo you think you are, asking me so many questions.
Yes.
Ooh. That, how do you say that? Golux? Golu?
Golux, I guess.
Well.
Do they know that we're here, or are they expecting the other people to be here?
They are
Eli.
probably expecting the bandits to be there, as far as you guys know.
Shit. All time. No, we need to capture them for the dragon.
Exactly. Should things go south.
Sacrifice comes to us.
You can always make nice.
Ooh, okay.
Aye.
Are we about to start a
They
combat?
come to the. No, I don't know. Are you?
Okay, I don't know.
You tell me.
We just went to check out the stables.
Give him your smoothie.
Precious baby. Give him a treat.
Well,
Oh.
you've got envoys from the Rexus Kingdom to the north coming down the road. And they are hailing you.
Are they trying to steal our Millennial Falcon?
And they say, "We have come to negotiate the release of our nobles."
Oh.
As agreed, we have brought 400 gold pieces.
Per?
It's 100 gold piece per, 400 total.
Oh no, they said 400 per just now.
No, they didn't.
That's what I heard.
That's fine.
That's what you want to hear.
And we have brought you 2 replacement slaves, as agreed. Now, please kindly release our nobles and let us make our exchange.
Which ones are the ones that you need?
All 4 of them, please.
Well, we have so many slaves. Can you give us a description?
You have a
What if someone just claimed
name?
to be a
Oh,
noble?
you know who they are. They're not slaves, they're
No,
nobles.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They're in the cell.
They're the ones that were in the cell, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so they live. We haven't killed them?
No.
Oh, most excellent then. I mean,
Okay, well, so you brought us 2 slaves and 400 gold.
Mm-hmm.
For that, we'll give you 2 of your nobles, and you'll bring us 2 more slaves and 400 more gold for the other 2.
Management has changed of this keep, if you can't tell.
Bring them 2 nobles and make a persuasion check.
I'll guide him on the.
Oh god, my roll 20 died. Hold on.
Woohoo! Ain't that always the way?
Roll 20 being poopy.
wonder if I could do it from beyond 20.
Beyond
Yeah,
20
that's
does
what
let you roll, and there is an extension that you can use that will pop your rolls and stuff into roll 20.
That's what I use.
But
It's
roll 20
wonderful.
needs to be up to do it.
Yeah, it's just stuck on. Oh, wait,
True.
I might be getting it.
probably 'cause
Sometimes
he
it's
changed the map.
just very slow.
Are we on the world?
Yeah, I
map?
just popped you
Yeah,
onto the
we're on
world
the
map.
right now. I think whenever you were loading in, he was changing the map, so you may have had to do 2 loads.
Okay. So persuasion with guidance. So a 17.
That needs to be a little smaller. Your proposal is acceptable.
Sweet. So we got 400 gold,
Do
and
you
we
have
got 2 new slaves.
Do you have a preference on the 2 slaves you would like to take, or nobles?
The 2 that you brought out are suitable.
Okay, because I was going to say if they did have a preference, we'll keep those 2, and we'll give them the other 2, just to make sure they come back.
I would like to use the Helm of Telepathy to cast suggestion on this man. I would like to suggest to him that they leave us their horses and wagons and carry on the road.
Okay.
Are you trying to do
It lasts 8 hours.
this stealthily?
Oops.
Or you just right in front of them just start casting a spell?
I'm just gonna, I mean, I'll do it as subtly as I can, but as a non-wizard, it's just the Helm of Telepathy, though. So I don't, hold on one second.
It doesn't it?
It does, so while
Using
I'm focusing
A
on a
magic
creature
item isn't
with
the same thing as casting a
detect
spell. So,
Okay.
True. So I suppose I have to be using detect thought upon the creature, and don't have to do more than read the surface thoughts to use the suggestion.
So it has to make a wisdom saving throw.
So that's the spell card for detect
Okay.
thoughts, which is huge. I suppose I need to be within 30 feet, so I'd have to be more up with Aurora to do this. But if we're just chatting,
okay, I need a DC.
should be
Probably spell level plus your casting ability modifier, I think.
But he doesn't have.
sort
It should
of.
say on. Can you link the item?
Yeah.
It's a
There.
It's a 13.
Okay.
It's a DC 13.
That's right. I think all the base.
Although, oh wait, I guess suggestion is different. You're right. Is just a wisdom saving throw on. But let me look again. Now the attack save for suggestion I've got listed in Beyond is wisdom 13.
Yeah, and asking them to give up their horses and carts is pretty much asking them to commit suicide, so it probably wouldn't have worked anyway.
Oh my.
The one guy who you suggest just gets a funny look on his face, like, I must be here and stuff. The other guy's like, you got to lay off the sauce.
Yeah, I had to shoot my shot.
So, are there still horses in this then?
They have horses, and you have horses in the stable.
How many?
You you've got more than 4 here. You've probably got.
And do we have a cart?
Do you have a cart?
Yeah, is there a cart anywhere around the station?
No. There are
Okay.
barrels and rope, though.
Okay.
We
Can I
make a
make a
raft.
suggestion? And DM can say no to me, and if any of the players want to, they can as well. But I don't think we're going to be able to do 3,000 gold a month, realistically. Could we just kind of stick with our first plan, where essentially we spend I think it was 6 months, or 6 weeks, or 8 weeks, fixing to keep ourselves. We send Waco back with a group of the people we still have, and they go and essentially recruit the army and the people we would need to defend it, and kind of the list of stuff that I made in Discord, where we would pay them monthly, and potentially just have them go recruit our army or whatever, and just kind of keep it simple with the keep for now, and not worry about like upgrading and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Because like 300 gold a month is doable. 3,000 is. I'm not even sure what 3,000 gold a month goes to in a keep our size.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't know if if it's not going to be specific about what that goes to, then you don't have to be beholden to it too much. And you're actually only using half the square footage, come to think of it. So that should bring it down to 1,500 right there. And so the idea, I think, though, is that you're going to put stuff in there that also generates income to offset that cost.
Yeah, and that's fine too if that's what we're doing. But because I know like some of the things that we could hire were like miners and
I think
farmers and things like that, so we could eventually sell stuff. But to start out with, I think we just want to be able to defend the keep, have a nice place for people, have bakers, have the common luxuries that they would want.
Yeah. See, and I think like as you build, like you're gonna have, if again, depending on how far you want to go with this thing, but as you build, you're gonna have income generating rooms that will, like, eventually you should be making money, not spending it on this.
Yeah.
But you got to make an investment to make that money back first.
Scared money don't make money.
So, like that message I sent in Discord with the list of things we needed, would that be a pretty good start? Do you want me to read it off to you?
Yeah, I'm not sure off the top of my head if I saw it or not, but...
So it was 10 heavy foot soldiers, 20 light foot soldiers, 5 light cavalry, 5 archers, 2 cooks, a brewer, 2 fishers, 2 gardeners, a trapper and a huntsman, a butcher, a blacksmith, 3 maids, a water leader, which I assumed was someone who's in charge of making sure there's water, I don't know, a wood turner, and an herbalist, which I was thinking was kind of like a doctor. And that right there would be, based on that chart that we were using last week, that would be 160 gold a month. And I feel like that's a pretty good start.
Yep, and so I put the personnel upkeep is already listed as 160 gold a month.
Yeah, that's what we had mentioned, so I kind of built that list based on that. And then we've got I think it was 100 and something for Waco to be kind of leading it. And so we were looking around like 300 gold a month. And then as we start getting more income from our adventures, we can revisit on, do we want to expand, and all that kind of stuff. Is that kind of what the party's thinking? Do you guys want to dive further into it than that, or less into it even?
No, I think that's a good plan, because I mean, at the very least, we need capital and captive bandits in order to achieve anything further.
Yeah, and it's like, right now with the gold we have, we could keep this up if we make no more money. We could keep this up for over a year. And as we get higher in level, we can deal with the dragon more. We could start building more outside the keep, like we had talked about. But I think we definitely need a bit more to go into it that deep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I figure that time that we're using to, fix all the things that are wrong with it, we can have Waco go back and, start recruiting people.
Cost per month on the cook is 4. I'm just putting all this stuff in your list of keep details.
Yeah, did you see that list that I put in the general chat? Is that what you're
Yeah,
going off
I found it. I just didn't remember where it was. Oh, I skipped the...
And that should take care of like the basic food stuff, and there's a brewer, so it's there's stuff to do. And then the foot soldiers and all the soldiers honestly can help with upkeep around the place as well, to some degree.
Yeah, I think that's kind of assumed. I mean, I'm assuming it. So.
Yeah, just the basic labor that you were kind of talking about.
And I think you can take any of these people and count them as unskilled laborers if you really want to.
Yeah.
Butcher, blacksmith. And maid. I don't know if you should count maid as skilled or unskilled. I guess technically it's skilled. Pretty much anything that's not like just a pair of hands is skilled.
Somebody has to clean up after Lord Gayer. Unless Aurora would be so inclined to do so. I thought so.
Does that mean fuck that?
Yep. I do have people later on who either may be of assistance with the dragon, or in return we could get some potential free labor, so long as we allow the keep to be somewhat of a safe house.
Safe house for who?
For her barbarian tribe.
Like legitimately? Because I'd be down to give that a try, as long as they're not too unruly.
We can discuss that later on.
Aurora doesn't seem that unruly if we're going by her.
I assume Waco will come back with like carts and more horses and stuff like that as well, so we can send some more gold that way. I think we already gave, if I recall, we gave 1,100 gold. We already took 1,100 gold out of our inventory for the first 3 months. So you shouldn't have to take that out, Aurora.
We should put some kind of note on that handout that says you've got your personnel paid up for 3 months. So I don't know about 1,500
On
in
everything,
upkeep a month, but it should be something. Each structure has a basic cost. So if that covers wages as well as repair, resupply, depending on this sometimes includes.
Is that something that I could look at, or is that something you only have access to since you bought it? The supplements that have this stuff in them.
Oh, I don't mind. Just don't share them because they've probably got my name watermarked on them somewhere. I don't need, anybody coming after me. But no, a devil may care. Other than that,
Okay, because it'd be cool just to, like, later this week I can just kind of dive into it and see if I can learn anything on it as well. And that way we don't have to slow down the rest of the party with it as much either.
Well, there are a few rooms I think we should probably put in right now. You should probably put in a fishery and or whatever works, or a butchery, and you should probably put in a smith. My files are too powerful. Oh, of course they are. I've got to share it through Google Drive. A smith and a because you've got fishermen, you probably want a fishery or whatever, and you probably, or a butchery, or something.
What does that look like as far as cost?
I'm not sure yet, so I'm still kind of learning this.
Yeah.
Also, just a heads up, I just put in the bio and info for our group loot, just an asterisk there so we know that we've currently paid $1,100 in advance for 3 months, and I'll just update that so after the next 3 months we'll need to change it.
Should we, just so we know when 3 months have passed, should we? Oh, you already did, as of the first of. Sweet. You too quick.
Yeah,
See,
gotta be when you got a
better.
mortgage.
Much better at this whole group loot thing than I was.
Those things that have the asterisks, I don't know if it's possible if those are items that we can actually add to our loot, but you can feel free to take those off.
So those were ones that aren't magical. Was that correct?
Yes. And we just didn't get the chance to add them to our actual loot.
I am a failure. Just remember that.
So I'm just gonna put essentially that we have 20 pearls. I guess we can just leave it as a pearl necklace.
What am I?
It says string of 20 pearls.
But that's not an item we can just add, so.
How did I end up in it?
Probably just 20 pearls.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Alright, whatever. I'm confusing myself here. I apologize.
You good?
Of course it can't be moved. Alright, who cares?
I had no idea what a water leader was, but I was hoping it had to do with providing water for the place.
Okay, there's the first one.
So, yeah, I'll dive into them this week so we can decide what exactly we need to do.
Did we ever figure out what jewels specifically are on this circlet?
Only if you need them for something. Otherwise, it probably just gives a gold piece value. But if you need them for something, like if you need the specific jewels for a reason, then obviously, then yeah, you would have to figure it out. I hope I'm doing this right.
Do we need to identify 10 poison mushrooms, or is that pretty straightforward?
No, they don't need identification. Okay, so on this thing where that gave the 3,000 cost for the upkeep, it's listed as including personnel. So I would assume either one of two things. Like if you're paying that 3,000, you're getting 50 skilled hirelings and 50 unskilled hirelings, which is probably more than you need right now. So really, it should be a lot less than that for what you guys have right now. So I'm actually going to put it at 500 right now. It's kind of arbitrary, but you don't have all that personnel, and we'll probably figure them out individually anyway. So
Is there anything else in the upkeep that we need to worry about other than personnel?
well, it also lists as repair and resupply, which is presumably most of the repairs are done for the time being. So at that point, it'll just be maintenance, but the resupply type of stuff is probably food, water.
With a lot of the things we hired, hopefully we don't have to worry about that because we hired, hunters and fishers and all that kind of stuff.
Clothes, furniture, lots of stuff. Okay, these are the different structures.
So do we just want to take 400 more gold from the party loot and call it the 3 months then? That's 500 each month. And then we can figure out what that all goes to maybe throughout the week.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Aurora, would you mind changing the party loot thing?
Yeah, once I finish this one.
Okay, so you can spend 2,500 gold to make a garden for your gardener, and that generates 225 to 450 gold a month.
I don't know why we don't just go sell gear on yours.
I don't either. So,
I think we sold
I'd sell for a high price.
I think we sold gear for an entire month, like every month. Oh,
a smithy is 2,500 gold with an income of 100, and it's an oddly specific number, 198 gold per month.
so
That's hilarious.
what you're saying, if we spent 5,000 gold with what we're at right now, the keep would be self-sustaining.
Close to it, pretty close. You're getting there.
Yeah,
That's 6,800 gold and almost 2,500.
Just you said 2,000 platinum, which is like 20,000 gold.
Right.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. We have just over 1,000 platinum.
Okay, and then another.
I mean, I'm okay with that, but that's not if the party wants to do it.
but that all I'm saying is if we can do these upgrades now, and we do have the gold, and it does get self-sustaining or even generates a small amount, that just makes it to where we don't have to worry
Yeah.
about it. And just instantly, like, hey, we can leave this on the back burner, kind of what we want. We can upgrade it as we go. I know it's still a lot of gold right now, but
What would be the total amount of gold? You said 5,000.
It's up to you guys. So you can build a garden for 2,500. That generates income. You can build a smithy for 2,500. That generates 190 gold a month. 198 stables. You can also build for another 2,500 gold. That generates 225 a month. And there's probably more in here. Let's see. A mill generates 550 gold a month.
how much is that?
2,500 gold.
Let's
Okay,
do
so
that.
so let's do the garden because that makes sense for food as well, and let's do the mill
Maybe the smithy.
and maybe the smithy, and that knocks down our platinum, I guess, or we can take it out of the gold, either or.
Because that makes us self-sufficient as far as money-wise, because they can sell it. But then also, the garden provides food. We get armor and stuff from the mithy. We get the mill would be
For expansion.
resources for
Yeah. No, I like it, and with the amounts that you're throwing, we would be self-sustaining at that point, even making some money. So when we come back, we get a little bit of gold back.
Yeah, because if we built those three, that's like 1,000 gold a month.
1 platinum is equal to how much gold?
10.
So it'd be 750 platinum. And we still have enough left to be perfectly fine on
You
our
could also
travels.
probably subtract that 1,100 that we paid ahead of time, because we won't need to pay ahead of time if we're. Well, I guess we will, because
You said somebody subtracted it last session, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did.
there was 1,100 gold that's already been taken.
Okay. Yeah, so we're still.
We'll probably still keep some of that out because some of that was just for Waco's pay, not for managing everything.
But I think that's what he's saying is that 500 monthly will cover all our personnel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, if it does that, then yeah, no, for sure. We Gucci.
Yeah, actually, let me separate those two. So it's more like 140 gold for upkeep and 360 for personnel upkeep for a total of 500.
Cool.
Okay.
And
Cool.
we're going to pretend like you spent a little more initially with those initial repairs with all that busted up stuff. You wanted a garden, a mill, and a smithy.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we're gonna.
Is this all okay with Rexus and Publius as well?
Oh yeah.
That way we can get into the background, and we still have a place to call home.
Really cool.
That's actually 550.
Good old keep everything good. Good old Jake.
Is that daily maintenance or is that it's daily?
So I'm just gonna split it and just subtract 2,000 gold and then 550 plat for the total of 7,500.
550.
To build the three?
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Smithy.
And what's that?
Wonder.
Still a lot of.
Yep, you even hired 2 gardeners. That's actually perfect because the garden requires 2 skilled personnel.
I was kind of thinking about those kind of things. I'm like, one gardener's not going to be able to help feed the whole keep.
I say next we do a tavern because there's nothing else to do out here.
That's why we hired him.
A tavern will also
that-
generate some money as well.
I think it was somewhere between like 250 and 300. That leaves us with 4,800 gold and 547 plat, and then copper and silver, but nobody cares about.
Nice. So we're still doing pretty good then.
Yeah.
And every now and then we, get a bump in money. And now that we're actually probably making money off the keep, we can come back and add
My
some
initial looks like you've got 473 net income, 973 total minus upkeep. You will not be subjected to taxes yet because you are not in any claimed territory kingdom. You're just in like wildlands.
Isn't it just constant war on this?
Pretty much, but if you were within the boundaries of one of the neighboring kingdoms, they would tax you.
Taxation is theft.
Let's see.
True.
I'm gonna draw in a few more boundaries.
Are we all from this continent?
As far as I know.
Okay, cool.
Off the top of my head, I'm not quite sure though. Okay, so there's basically your kingdoms, and then your neighboring. You've got 2 neighboring kingdoms. There's going to be like another one kind of over here.
We're like right here, I think, is what he said.
Would we know where the kingdom is that just came to make this trade?
Yeah, it's directly north of you.
Yeah.
So, and your area is like, it's not a kingdom. It's just.
And the keep falls kind of where in this area, though?
Can we just call it the Badlands?
Sure. The keep is. Can you see that little yellow dot right there?
Yeah. Okay. So we're actually on the water then. So fishers would be helpful then.
Or we're close to the water at the very least.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go to the regional map here.
Oh, yeah. No, we're not far at all.
Oh, yeah. So we could have like a little subsect of fishers just like over there. That's cool.
So yeah, Bubbles will definitely want to build a port and invite her old sailing buddies if she can.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
That's a good idea. I think having a port is a good idea.
And that might be, if we get a ship, that might be a lot faster way to get up here.
It would definitely be a lot faster way to get up there. No question.
Ooh.
And then while we're finishing up with these people, I just want to make it clear to the 2 people they just delivered to us. They are not slaves, but they're welcome to work here and live here. And they will get compensated for their work.
By paying rent for the place that we're going to give them.
Eventually, one step at a time there. TPC.
I am capitalism incarnate.
Yes, this campaign is going to be capitalist.
This is what happens when you are Lord.
We're freeing you, but you're still going to be modern day slaves because you're going to work for us and then give.
Really, there is such a fine line between slave and employee.
You're free to leave if you want, but it's not a fun journey on foot.
You'll still have to pay for your food. You'll have to pay for your rent. There will be a tavern, so if you will have to pay for your beer. And that'll leave you just enough to get by. But you'll never be able to leave.
Yeah, I mean, they could choose to not drink beer,
What else is there to do out here?
No, let's be honest here. Nobody, if you live up there right now, there's nothing to do. It's great because they're just going to propagate and then we're going to grow as a fucking city. Just like living in a rural city. Everybody's just propagating. Nothing else to do there.
So, are we going to go find an adventure?
Yeah, I think that's our next step now that we've kind of, I guess how much would it be to start, I guess, the fishery or the port, I guess is the last thing that we have to do? Or that's something we can come back to later, either or.
I would say come back. That's a whole new structure.
Oh, okay, yeah. So let's just come back to that later. For now, let's let this go.
Do you want to do sandbox where you guys just look around for a while and see what's out there? Or do you want me to find something to run?
Well, hey, do you guys want to claim your rooms real quick?
I thought we. Oh yeah, sure. Actually, I don't know if
Shu and Aurora have claimed one.
Yeah, I haven't claimed one.
Okay, I thought you were in the saw room. In front
I'm
of
in
the
the
stairs.
Gare's saw room.
Somebody claimed the saw room. I don't know who.
What about the room behind it?
I'm the room behind the saw room.
You don't need a room that big, you psycho.
You don't need a room that big, you psycho. You have that
I don't
whole
even
big
have
room.
a room.
You were gonna take the
I don't
big room.
have the dick room. Rexus has the dick room.
No,
Yeah.
yes, but I thought you had the one with the slime waterfall we said last week.
No, that's Bubbles.
That's me.
Bubbles.
There's nature in that room for her.
I think I'm gonna take the pitfall.
Alright, are you saying that I should
Okay.
share my room with someone?
Wait, I'm sorry. Is the screen we're looking at right now, or is this where our bedrooms are going to be?
They can be. This is one level
And
of the keep.
Okay.
This is the ground level. So the north exit goes out to that stable. And right there you can go up or down. You can go up to the roof or down to the lower levels.
I think our personal bedrooms and stuff should definitely be on lower level. This, like, the entrance floor, right? Like the main floor. That's gonna be like Airbnb. That's the bread and breakfast.
You could take this room right here that I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And he's got some secure doors, and then he's got that secret room where he can do his all weird warlock stuff.
Yeah, I like it.
That's where he can sacrifice people.
Quote unquote weird warlock stuff. Yes.
But you guys think I'm good, so that's out. I don't know what I think, so you can't possibly know.
It's getting a lot of experimentation to do.
How will he know if he doesn't experiment?
It's 2021. What kind of experiment?
Well, that's
Uh-huh.
Yes. He got a chub when those demons were summoned last time.
Something is like just
9 fucking demons pop up, and he's like, "Oh gosh, are these my 70 virgins?"
Just give me a second. How does that work for? Just take a read
So, Aurora, you think my room is too big, and I'm a psycho?
Those two are
Does that
unrelated, by the way. She just thinks you're a psycho.
That's fair. Does that mean you think I should share my room with someone?
I do not volunteer, and if that's what you think, then you should keep it all to yourself.
I mean, you're the only one without a room so far.
You could have the room with the pool.
So
there's a room with like a water feature.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. But my question is, on this floor, do we want these rooms up here to be open for guests?
That's pretty much what these rooms are. There's the jail cell here. This is all jail stuff.
Okay.
This one's open to guests. This is like the main dining brewery area that we're gonna turn into the tavern. Shoes back here.
Wait,
And then these are
you want to put the tavern in the key?
yeah. Well, for now,
Oh, okay.
Well, eventually
Eventually
Say,
we're gonna
get really
build walls.
here.
I think eventually we're gonna build walls to like
Yeah.
build a city around it. But for now, I think it's best to keep most stuff inside.
This is 10,000 square feet. I know it doesn't look like much, right? It's almost 10,000 square feet for this area.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, it doesn't look like much, but this is a lot bigger than what it looks on
This
the scale.
table and these chairs are not to size, I think is what we're saying.
Yeah, like,
I hope not with that person sitting.
I'm
on the
assuming
corner.
this hall, this area is like, think of like some of like the Viking like long areas, it's probably like their big longhouses. It's probably closer to something of that size in like proportion, and so there's plenty for like 20 or 30 people to like be in that area. Like it's nothing.
And then these rooms can be like soldiers' bunks and like our workers and stuff.
I was starting the forge in this one.
Oh, in this one. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
You
For
could
now.
probably
We can make
make this into a room as
Yes,
well.
you
at some
totally
point.
can.
Just put up a wall.
Yeah, you totally can.
And as we get more stuff, we can expand a lot of this stuff out of here into their own building, stuff like that. That's like later on. But for now, some of the stuff is just going to be repurposed areas.
Yeah, I think one of the first things we'll do before we like start expanding out is probably start putting up walls to be able to then build structures inside the walls. And then the keep can be the fallback place if we ever are sieged.
We always have our handy dandy escape route.
Which I'm gonna say this now. I think we're definitely saying we're molding Earth a large section of that tunnel to just make it impassable.
Just to
Try to make it look like no one would even think that there was anything through there if they molded the Earth.
I think you should probably make sure that the person molding all that earth gets a fair chunk of payment as well.
Oh, yes.
Services rendered, my good sir.
Do you require sustenance? That's
I'm
sustenance.
gonna walk up to Bubbles and just give her a pat on the back. And just give her a guide. Here she.
Very nice.
Everybody roll initiative.
I'm gonna cast Command.
I'm trying to remember how annoying it was to get through that tunnel down there because I remember there was an opening.
Yeah, there is a door that would.
There was some stuff in the way, like there were some boulders in the way, and there were some slopes that were just sort of inconveniently placed where a couple of different
those dropper things kept dropping.
the dropper things kept dropping on your heads, and there were a couple of ghouls or whatever ghasts. I don't know, something like that.
If you have any obsidian, I could just erupt a fountain of dirt in the tunnel and fill it with dirt and stone.
No, you have to do it at the 5-foot section.
No.
Just hearing the voice. But okay, I think we pretty much got the key all settled.
I think it's basically in pretty good shape for where you need it to be right now.
Yeah, just being pretty much self-maintained at this point. Got a good manager, all that kind of stuff.
We can grow it more later if you want to, but
Yeah. So yeah. Let's we've had one good adventure. Let's make some more, you lords and ladies.
Indeed.
close that.
There we go.
Or if you want to be like a baron or a baroness, you could do that. Or a duke or a duchess. Oh, actually, no, hold on.
I mean, we could be kings and queens of this territory since it's not claimed essentially right now.
King Gayer dibs. Shu, you can be Prince Shu.
King Gayer,
Because I'm just
you're such a jerk.
He's gonna be that king that gets decapitated by a guillotine.
Oh yeah, like the second day of his rule, if he's lucky.
Everyone's gonna love me.
Joffrey
Right.
Jr.
Check this out. Improvised weapons.
It's a good improvised weapon. I don't know what your improvised weapons are, but it's a good improvised weapon.
I found in D&D Beyond, I found a homebrew magical item someone made as a place setter for improvised weapons. So you can equip something called improvised weapons and actually roll for it and have the damage, appropriate damage amount and stuff. Nice.
Rex is over here running out of daggers. He's like, I'm gonna throw a fucking cup at you.
Exactly. Like, you have to be prepared.
I'm gonna pick up a fucking chair and hurl it at you.
Yes. And with improvised thrown weapons, it does 1d4 damage plus 2, I want to say, because I get a bonus. I deal damage with thrown weapons, so I need to
All right,
find
so
ways of maximizing.
where
its
do we go to
potential
find adventure?
capabilities.
Back that
We were
way?
gonna escort some nobles somewhere, or we were gonna escort some people who didn't want to be here away from here into the woods, kill them. What? I swear that's what someone said. And something about a woman named Debbie, that we were gonna kill her.
Debbie, run.
Debbie
That's
is
all-
protected by
Debbie is already on staff. We can't get rid of her now.
Damn it.
What's a
Rexus, you caused this. If you had just ignored her, we never would have cared.
This is my curse.
plot twist? By the end of this, I want Rexus to marry Debbie.
Oh,
And I want Debbie to be the strongest fighter of us all.
Rexus does not swing that way.
She's a fighter with the subclass of baking.
Are you assuming Debbie's gender right now, Rexus?
No, I'm not. I am simply saying, in terms of Little Debbie the Pie Lady, Rexus does not swing that way.
She'll grow
Yet.
on you.
There's no chance. This is not like the episode of Bob's Burgers where Tina imagines that she is having a fantasy about this boy she met at the Boys for Now audition. They hate each other, but they fall in love. This is not that.
Oh, it will be.
No.
Once I get higher level, I'll slowly start doing suggestion on you every day until it becomes a thing that's in your mind of that you just love her.
What if she doesn't die first? See? We'll see. Some tragic accident.
I'll bring her back to life every single fucking time.
Oh my
I'll
god.
make sure she doesn't die.
God.
All right. So, like, where do we want to
So,
go?
Can
Does
we
anybody know of anything?
say we exchanged the nobles and got 400 more gold and 2 more people?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yes.
And then we still have Archer Boy that we were going to do something with. What's his story?
He can come along with you if you want. I think he's a fairly decent ranger.
He was the one that said that the keep belonged to him rightfully or something?
Oh,
Yeah, there
he's
was
an
one
Echo
guy.
Knight / wizard.
What the fuck?
Does he know identify by any chance?
Oh my god, yes. Please tell me he knows identify.
Identify. Yep, he has it.
And also, if
Can
he's in-
he identify all our shit for us, please? Does he want to stay in the keep and be a part of
Sure.
this? Sweet. Wake
Sweet.
up, keep an eye on him.
Hey,
You do have to
What are
use
you
the
doing in my room?
pearls,
what are you doing? in my
but
room?
he will
We have those
he will
20 pearls.
cast
Don't have anything in here yet.
he will cast it for you.
Still mine.
He might even be able to ritual
What
cast
is
it. I
this
don't know if
place
that
called?
changes anything.
Well, you can ritual cast it and basically it just makes it so you can cast it without like expending a spell slot or anything, but you still have to use the pearl.
But the pearl isn't expended, is it?
It is on my house rules. Most of the material components are consumed during casting, a lot more than what the rules as written say.
Well, we have those 20 pearls. Those will work, right?
Yes, they will.
Cool. Those magic items, let's crank them out.
Yeah, might as
There
well
was a
just.
longsword, I think, that was magic.
I'm also just gonna throw up the quarterstaff that I've already turned into my hex weapon. I'm gonna snap it into existence. And I'm like, what the fuck is this thing?
Do you want the list?
So you had
Yeah.
one unidentified longsword. Did you have the great axe identified?
Yeah, we got that one.
It was
the
a
great
plus
axe,
one great axe, I believe.
Yeah.
I have it currently.
Okay, and you had the ring of
We've got a-
protection identified?
Yeah, Gayer's got
I
that.
have that.
So
There was a quarterstaff.
The Ion Stone is actually identified because Waco told us what it was.
okay.
Yeah,
For
it's a
someone.
protection.
Yeah.
Who's got really low armor class?
You do.
I know,
got
but I'm not gonna be a dick and just automatically say, "Oh, it's mine."
I know.
Somebody else needs it.
Got
Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
Here's his bubbles.
Did someone just beat it?
I was just saying I have a 15 AC, so I'm on the stone thingy. High dex.
And if shapeshifting, a lot of your stuff will change depending on shapeshift too.
Just saying, I could go to
True.
22 armor class.
What about you, Rexus?
I think you're fine, Gayer.
I've got a 14. And
I have a 19 armor class.
Jeez.
You say I'm fine, but as the tank, I have 2 more than our warlock.
Yes, but your warlock was specifically made to be able to tank.
Okay, so the quarterstaff is +1, and the longsword is +1.
Okay. I will add, if it's cool, I'm just gonna, I don't know if anybody
Just take it.
else
I'm
uses
gonna take it off the
quarterstaff.
list.
Yeah.
The longsword, I already have a +1, so you can put that on the list or add it to the equipment. There was
I'll take it if nobody else wants it.
Okay.
Longsword +1.
Yeah, that's backup, right?
Yeah, I was about to say that's a really good backup for you.
We had a spell book, we had a small shield, and we had 1 potion we didn't identify.
I mean, we also have a bunch of other stuff that's actually in the inventory, not just the bio and info. So
Oh, that's not identified?
yes, we can clear out the bio and info stuff first, and then if there's time or if we're able to continue to identify the other stuff, we should.
The Millard spellbook has a few trapped pages. So he marks those for which ones to avoid. And then what was the next thing?
Let's let Aurora go through it since she has the
Small shield, I think you said.
Small
list of
shield.
everything.
Okay, and this is the 4th pearl. That is small shield +1.
The potion of healing, is that just a basic one?
Yeah.
Yes, that is just a basic one. I just didn't take the time to add it. It's all good. We also have one. No, I think we gave it to Rexus. Rexus should have it.
Is it?
The potion of greater healing, if I remember right.
I also already have a +1 shield, so if any other of you are shield users, feel free to take that one.
Let me check.
We also have just
Yeah.
a regular potion in here, is what it says at the end. The jar
Yeah,
of
there was a
sleep.
potion we didn't identify.
sleep gas. I don't know if we get to know like the duration of the sleep or if it has any other effect besides going to sleep.
It's just sleeping gas, and you're probably it's got about a minute to 2 minutes at the most duration, but you're not really completely certain on that one. The potions. Do you have the potion of ESP already identified?
Is that the
Yes, the potion of ESP I
Do you
have.
have the potion
we
of
would've
animal
said it
control identified?
No.
Okay,
No.
so that's a potion of animal control,
I know who might
and
want
that's
that.
5 pearls. Potion of fire resistance,
I have that one.
and that's already identified. Okay. And that's all the potions.
Bubbles,
No,
want
that's
the
not all the
potion of
potions. Did you have the
I'll
Did
take
you have the potion of tracelessness identified?
Yes,
Ooh.
No.
we have that.
Okay.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, we got that
Okay,
way
yeah,
early on.
Yeah, we
Oh,
got
okay,
that
yeah,
while
yeah.
ago. Back
Um,
when-
Bubbles, you said you're taking the animal control one? Okay. There's also a cloth gown threaded with dyed silk. I don't know if that has any kind of magical
No,
traits.
it
on
doesn't. It's just
Leather
a
armor.
valuable gown.
Okay, is that the
Yeah.
same for the rest of those things that are listed in there? Just
Yes, all
valuables?
those are non-magical when
Okay.
I did detect magic on them.
Let me.
I
So we
just didn't
have.
add the asterisk.
Okay. This is some of the older stuff we had. A dagger. I think the ceremonial dagger. I don't recall if that had any magical properties.
I'll just do detect magic on that stuff, and so we can just see which ones are magical.
I know
just
one
for
of the
sure.
daggers for sure was.
Yeah, just to make sure we're not wasting pearls on a regular thing.
I know I ended up with a +1 dagger.
Okay, that was the only magic
Yeah.
dagger.
Cool. Yeah, I remember identifying
Okay,
that
so
one.
do you want this extra dagger as well, Rexus?
Oh, sure, yes.
Okay.
I'll take all the
Ceremonially.
daggers.
No. This we have a regular one and then a ceremonial. So
Please.
regular. Unless you also want the ceremonial as well.
No, it's okay. So I can throw it and deal some damage. I don't need it.
I think you guys identified the sentinel shield.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
I have that.
I remember that.
That's why I have the weird initiative rolls.
So what is this spellbook useful for?
If you're a wizard,
that might
you
be
can
useful for-
copy their repertoire into your repertoire.
I'm gonna hold on to that because I might have plans for that in the future.
Warlocks and sorcerers do not have a use for a spellbook, but wizards do.
I have plans.
Can I go over the rest of the stuff in this list, Thor, and if anything we missed? Because I know we didn't do a lot of identify or detect magic before with the older group.
Yeah.
I don't know if there would be anything that we missed because we were just picking up stuff and continuing on without really checking.
If you go back to as far as my records go back, there's a lance +1, and that was already identified. There's a scimitar +1.
Got it.
There's a bastard sword +1.
Do you have that gear? I thought you had taken that.
Is a bastard sword a long sword in 5e? I think is what we said.
Yeah,
I think I recall that.
Yeah, I have that one already.
So we also have a large shield and black chainmail.
and the large shield is not identified. I'm asking.
Oh no, it's not. I just have it in there as large.
Okay.
shield.
We have a sentinel and a couple +1 shields.
Didn't you get a tower shield +1 or something like that?
Not that I remember. I just
Or
have
like
a
a large-
normal shield.
We have a
+1.
large shield,
Okay.
yes, but I don't know if it's. I don't think it's been identified.
I don't think so either.
Black chain.
That's 7 pearls. The large shield is +1. The black chainmail is not magical. Yeah, not magical, I don't think. Not magical.
What about a small silver pendant?
That was just a quest item to open the secret compartment in Millard's room.
So, do we still have it, or did that get destroyed?
It doesn't matter. It's not useful for anything else, so you can keep it for a souvenir if you want, but it's worthless now.
Gold ring with amethyst chips.
That's just an expensive gold ring.
Cool. There's stuff that we can sell
Oh,
on the pictures.
I'll wear it. Full on purple, man.
Oh, you want to wear it? Okay.
Wear it? Yeah.
Alright.
I think it'll look nice against my scales.
And-
Guys, there you go.
Oh, I was just gonna say ask if everybody was okay if I use the iron stone. If not, I'm okay with that. If anybody wants to take it, since I missed.
We kind of got items while you were gone, so yeah, I think it's fair for you to take that.
There's one more magic item in my list, and that is a short bow +1.
Yeah,
I think I took that.
yeah.
So that was already identified. Okay, so you used 7 pearls then.
If you have that bow, do you want these 8 silver tipped arrows?
Sure. All the others.
Silver tips.
And then this last one is just a basic long sword, and then also have a blank scroll.
I'll hold on to the blank scroll for now. Parchment paper might come in handy later for my idea.
I removed it too. Then.
You guys mind if I take a small handful of gold for pocket change? I got like 3 silver.
Oh, I say go for it.
How much do you want? I'll just...
Like 10 gold for random stuff that might come up later.
Also, Thor, for my idea, it's whenever I get to 4th level where I actually get an ASIRP, I was thinking about taking a wizard ritual caster, so I could get some of the ritual casting stuff just to round out some stuff that we don't typically always have. And so that's why I was thinking about keeping the spell book, just in case there is some basic ritual spells in there that I can just throw in, other than the ones I initially went off with.
Yeah, okay.
Which iron stone was this?
Protection.
Protection.
Gotta get our barbarian get back together. So she can be our tank too.
She's a tank because she has fall damage.
She's
Well, not yet, but she will.
both like DPS tanks. Just like, let's just shit out buff damage. River Wars. I feel like she didn't do under like 7 damage personally. Like every hit you did was just chunked everybody.
Is anyone still using a non-magical weapon?
Nope.
Mine was technically magical from the beginning if I make it my hex weapon, but no.
Alright.
The base of it is also magical.
And the spell's kind of useless.
You can always change it.
What spell
Yeah.
is it?
It's just-
Elemental weapon, it just adds some elemental damage to a non-magical weapon.
I want to do it on my great sword that I just swapped out for your axe. I still have it with me.
Whenever you want to use it. It only lasts an hour, so just let me know.
Oh, okay.
Put on there.
Might be a good backup in case like you get disarmed or something like that.
So, Thor, can you help me out here? How do I have access to this spell that I just put in chat? Because, like, it let me take it in roll 20, but I can't get it on D&D Beyond. I don't know if it's from a new supplement or what. And I think it's like a cleric spell or something else. It's not one that normally a paladin can take, I think.
No, I think that one is from the newer supplements that he got for someone.
But like, even if you look that spell up,
Don't have
it says it's just for certain classes that are not mine.
Could it be something from your Conquest Paladin that gives it to you? Or they just added it into the Conquest
What I
Paladin?
thought, but I didn't see it.
I'm looking. Trying to figure it out here.
Because, yeah, it's a cleric, Oath of the Ground, Battlesmith, and Peace Domain.
What is Gair's class?
Paladin, Oath of Conquest.
I don't know. It seems like a mistake, but it's a lot of times I've thought that Roll20 made a mistake, and it turns out it didn't. But that does seem like it's a mistake. I don't think Warding Bond should be on your list.
Okay. Because, like, I can take it off if I need to.
Nope. Optional paladin spells. It's in the optional class features. It's one of the additional paladin spells that comes at 2nd level. Gentle Repose, Prayer of Healing, and Warding Bond.
Okay. Boom. There you go.
I would like that's. I mean, the most likely culprit as to why you would have it in your spell list.
Yeah, at Roll20, I mean, it gets stuff wrong once in a great while, but usually it doesn't. Like that advantage on initiative thing. I don't even know how to do that.
Yeah, no, I have no idea either. I was like looking at it, I'm like, because I know if I do it from the D&D Beyond extension, it like screws up and doesn't add it to the initiative order. So I always do it on the regular Roll20. And I was like, there's no advantage, disadvantage on that stuff. Can I right click the initiative? No.
You guys see your party token over here? So, if you want to go somewhere.
Okay.
Go for it.
So do we want to find a town and sell all the miscellaneous stuff that we have, and then maybe see if we can find an adventure from that?
Go back to our starting port.
Yeah.
That was just like a small little fort, though, wasn't it? I don't know if they would.
Yeah, I don't actually know where a town is. Do we have any knowledge of the neighboring countries that are like by this area?
A bit, yeah. You have to probably go through that path unless you have a way to get around it, and then basically, when you're done with that, you will come out. You will come out about in Penmidid, so that's pretty much the closest town.
Let's go to Penmidid.
They really made something that just flows. All right.
And I assume we probably have horses from where we sent Waco out to get everybody.
Yeah, everybody has horses.
Immediately sees Red Dragon. Immediately sacrifices horses yet again.
I'm gonna use this for while we're traveling?
Cool.
Just because, cool.
What is it? I mean,
Uh,
He gets
in
his
that,
own horse.
like specifically, what are you summoning?
So I am summoning an elk because I'm half elf, and that just seems badass.
Who was it that needs initiative advantage?
I do.
All right, so go to the gear to the right of spells. The first box in the middle, you'll see initiative style. And it'll say normal. Just click it and hit advantage.
Nice. I knew there had to be something in there for it.
Just gotta Google it.
So smart. I'm just gonna try it.
Literally at the tips of your fingers.
Hey, it's there. I see it in the thing.
Nice.
Nice. That's cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Awesome. Wow. Do you have an interest in going through these Mesa formations again, or are you just moving along?
There was like a farmer there. We could probably stop by and let him know that, hey, we cleared out the keep, wasn't there?
I'm pretty
No, I
sure
think
he
they
was
were
dead.
dead. Yeah, they
Oh
were
yeah,
dead in
no,
the
they
well,
were
I
all
think.
dead. That's right. Yeah,
The
got ambushed 35 times.
that traveling merchant we passed before coming there was probably.
Yeah, I forgot. I forgot he was dead. Poor guy. Could have been a part of Keep Everything Good. Boy, it's much nicer, like, moving by horse and not moving
Yeah.
on foot.
We're about to pass through where that red dragon took
I
our
know.
horse the first time.
It was
Listen,
like
if we
right
see
here.
those hill giants
Oh
again,
no,
I'm
Andy
gonna
just
go ahead and
fucking
say
rolled. No.
I'm attacking them.
If you see the
So-
dragon?
No, the
No,
hill
the hill
giants.
giants. Like,
Oh yeah, for sure.
I have beef with them.
you
Okay,
get
hill
back
giant.
here.
I really wanted to fight them last time, but I don't think the party wanted to, so I'll let them go.
I think we all wanted to.
They
They
just
were
ran
just
though.
so far away though. Yeah.
Yeah. They weren't being goaded by our tricks of trying to get them on the thing after he threw one of them off the cliff.
And there were also ball bearings thrown between us and the hill giant, so we couldn't really chase him.
Elian
All right, keep clicking.
spots the red dragon up on a peak.
Who knew?
Would it be a peak that we around here since we traveled through here once before and that was around where it stopped us?
It's
Or-
up
Oh no, he's way the fuck
northeast
up
to
there.
you. She has not noticed you and probably isn't going to.
Just go sleep for 100 years, Boyle. You'll be fine. I'll be dead by then.
What if we mold the earth and just close that dragon? I'd compensate you for that.
What if we found its lair, waited for it to go to our keep to get sacrifices, and then we fucking raid the place?
Yeah, but we're not sure that peak is even where it's at, though. So
That's what I said. What if we find it?
are we prepared to go mountain climbing? I think we used a lot of our pitons, or the people
Yeah,
that.
but you can retrieve those.
You can't retrieve
They can't
pitons.
just use up.
That's one of the few things you
What?
can't. No, you have to hammer them into the rock when you use them.
Well, we'll stop through at that place where we all met and parted from, so we can buy more there. That's what we sold them.
I wouldn't know because I haven't used one this whole entire time. I just free climbed everything.
You've gotten lucky, Boyle. You've gotten lucky.
Okay.
So I assume we're gonna just keep going.
Yeah, let's just keep going. Boom, boom, boom.
What was her name again?
Boom, boom, boom.
Tezun.
Tezun.
Tizz.
Tezzunth.
Okay. Okay, got it. She's gone. She left. So you all should be able to control that party icon, I think.
Yeah, how far can we move per day? I forget.
On horse, you can probably move somewhere in the ballpark of 60 miles or so.
Okay.
Probably
So
to about there.
Boop. Just throw that there then. This is the fated spot. The fated spot where we sacrificed everything.
Does anyone have proficiency in survival?
Yes, I do.
do.
Think so.
Okay, so
I'm pretty sure I do.
it's been a few days. Why don't you roll 3 survival checks, and if you've got advantage, if you've got a helper, you can take advantage on that.
I'll do that, and I'll
Oh,
also guidance.
I'm
And
torch.
I'll help.
Screw
That's good.
around.
No, that's good. You're fine. I'm just checking to see if you have to use up rations or not, which you do not.
We ate like kings, apparently, with these advantage rolls.
Okay, so go ahead and continue.
Okay.
And
Let me see. So like 60-ish. Yeah, something like there.
Do you want us to roll survival every time we stop at night?
yeah,
Or would we have leftovers?
Shit.
I tried.
Also, let's just throw that on there for it. Yeah, 'cause I'd guide you
Okay.
each time that we're gonna go do it.
yeah, that's enough to get your food for the night.
I'm really sketched out about that too, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you're encountering something.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Come on, be a hill giant. Fuck
There's a
no.
bear. There's a
Bear.
bear wandering through. You don't have to fight it if you don't want to.
I think we just let it live. Unless we're trying to get that bear pelt cells.
I
Be
mean,
fur traders.
we won't get much if it's not tanned, though.
That's true.
Try
I
to
say we
be its friend.
Oh yeah, you have potion now. Make it your companion. That means we'd have one free horse because you could literally just ride your bear.
Say hi to it.
I'll guide.
I got guidance as a global on mine.
Okay, nice.
Oh, well, that's cool. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Meaning they're best friends now, right? Nice effect.
There, I can
Very amorous bear.
use this to help out a little.
Nice.
Okay. What
Coax
do you have anything you want to talk to it about, or is it?
Say.
I just, how's your day going, Mr. Bear? Mr. Bear, Mrs. Bear? It doesn't matter.
It's starting to get ready for hibernation. So, looking for food.
Okay. I'll give it a couple rations of my own and give it a nudge. Just be like, hey, you should hang out by the keep and, I'll come say hi to you again when you're done hibernating or something.
Should tell him to go.
Or eloquent.
Tell it to hang out by the side door that we haven't pushed up yet.
Yes, that.
It should go stay in the cave down there. Oh.
Yeah, bear cave!
Yes.
I'm gonna start a menagerie. Another bear. Oh no.
Little cub bears.
Oh.
Little small bears.
Okay. They're gonna head up to the
Bear
to the
cubs
keep.
have no business being so cute.
That's one entrance taken care of.
Man, our
Bubbles?
hunter is gonna love this.
Oh no.
He's not gonna know.
We send a raven.
Yeah, I actually have Animal Messenger. I should probably warn them that some bears are gonna come hang out in the...
That's a good idea. That's actually that's smooth.
Yeah, no, legitimately, we hired a huntsman.
You can use your crystals too.
There we go.
Ah, nice.
Okay, yeah, we'll tell Waco that there's going to be a family of bears that are druid
Okay.
to go live in that little side cave that she would already know about. So try to get the hunters just to leave them be.
It's not particularly necessary for you to follow the road exactly either if you don't want to. So you could probably go in a more straight line and go this way if you wanted to.
My OCD kicked in.
That's
The straightest
trap.
path is down the mountain.
To
Do you wanna
trap.
roll survival this time? Bubbles?
This would be pretty hard for your horses. So you have to kind of go around the mountains, but you get it. You get it. Okay.
Something like there.
You guys are doing good with the survival checks.
You sure you didn't kill that family of bears with that roll?
Oops, I rolled the wrong thing.
He's attacking us again. We'll get more bears.
Hi.
An army.
Who wins? 100 bears or one adult red dragon?
One adult red dragon.
I don't know.
Bears can't
Adult
fly.
red dragon
Mhm.
flies floating 20 feet in the air and just rains down fire slowly until all
But if you
100
catch it
bears
off
fly.
guard while it's on the ground and it rolls initiative under every single bear and every bear gets an attack.
That seems highly
They
improbable.
have to beat. They still have to beat like a 19 probably armor class. That's gonna be hard for a cave bear, man.
I think though you could make the same argument for any human, like human versus 100 bears. Well, if every bear gets to attack the human, then the human is going to die. But if the human has wings and can fly away, the human is going to die.
Was it really a human at all?
Hey, you never know.
An ASMR.
This is filthy ASMR.
Don't make me meow.
Meow.
Roll
Those
for
not in the
survival.
Aurora.
Right.
Aurora
Sorry.
rages by meowing.
I came up with something better for you. I just haven't gotten to do it this time around. I had weeks to think about it.
What are you talking about? There's nothing better than a meow. If I recall, we both meowed and then chest bumped.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, and we're back to the fort.
Hey, I found Perrin.
He came back to drink.
See,
See,
You little scaredy cats. What
They
are
all
you
came
doing?
back to drink.
Man, that one.
Adric
The
is
one-
still drunk over there in that corner.
Just fucking drinks.
He's been drunk for like weeks, months.
He's a functioning alcoholic.
Man after
He's not
one
really
fight.
functioning. There's Elian.
You lie.
Yeah.
There's Rexus.
and I would assume since Waco came back this way to kind of recruit people or whatever during that downtime, that they kind of know that Falcon's Peak is ours.
Mm-hmm.
We are now lords and ladies.
Could we recruit this Perrin, Zeke, and Orson?
Yeah, can they defend our keep?
They keep everything good.
We need.
It's possible.
We
Need
need
a bard.
Perrin's yellow paint. We need Perrin's yellow paint.
And yeah, we need a bard for when our tavern gets going.
Yeah.
Open mic night.
No, he'll be just the regular. He's a bard. Gotta give him some music. He could be the main act. We can sell it to him like that.
Now introducing the star of Falcon's Peak,
So we're just
Perrin Smart Fellow.
And then we can put him in a conservatorship, and we can make him constantly have to.
Too soon.
Noticing a big trend this session.
Brittany got freed today, yo.
Oh, did she actually?
So, a couple weeks / months ago, they took her father off the conservatorship, which was a big thing. But then today they actually ended the conservatorship completely.
Hmm.
Brittany's free.
They're 40.
Oh, yeah.
now. It's wild that it took that long.
Right.
That's because it was a business, not a conservatorship.
So you're trying to recruit Adric, Orson, and Perrin.
And Zeke.
Zeke. We don't want to forget about our boy Zeke.
Okay, and who's trying to recruit them?
I will.
I'll help.
I had a good repertoire.
Okay.
I'm gonna get
Roll
an AM.
persuasion
Same.
for each of them.
Guidance,
Guidance, boyo. Guidance.
Let them do all the work.
All right.
And I'll help him do it while he's trying to do it, because I'm also proficient in persuasion. If that's cool. And I was also there at the beginning too. So
So my first one's a 30.
And who was that?
I don't know. Just in order, so probably Adric, then Orson, then Perrin, then Zeke.
So the second one's a 24.
So that's for Orson. 25 for Perrin. And 28 for Zeke.
Okay.
Boy, you rolled hot in those persuasions, even with advantage.
Yep.
That's what I do.
Oh yeah. Same. That is what I do.
Okay. So let's put
Man,
those
those
guys
ones-
in your keep. Everything good.
Probably good to have some actual like leveled.
I was gonna say they're level
defenders.
like 4, I think, when they quit.
Yeah. Good to have some leveled defenders in there that'll actually be able to help Waco and everything like that. Could probably make them like slightly higher ups or like give them actual like
Question.
things
I actually
they're
have
over.
a question, Thor. Actually, I can ask you that later. But since they have levels and we're going to be paying for foot soldiers and stuff, would they be able to help train
Yeah.
them at all, so that our soldiers could level up? Okay.
Yes.
Just curious.
Sweet.
We got generals. We got a mage who can train mages. We got fucking a rogue.
Stealthy
And
boy.
what was Orson? Was he a fighter?
Orson was like his own.
He's like
He was one of
he was a
the
hybrid.
yeah, he was one of the specific classes that
Ah.
Do we know what Adric is?
Fighter.
no.
Fighter.
I was just gonna say he's Adric. He's just gonna
He's
be
a
a
dwarf.
regular in our tavern as he's.
Okay.
As
I'm
he sings
assuming
solos
Orson's
with
gonna
money.
sleep down with the family of bears Bubbles acquired us.
Probably. Actually,
Yeah,
that makes a
true.
load of sense for
Yeah.
Orson.
Also, can we just say Adric, since he's drunk anyway? And
Oh,
it's
he's sobered
hilarious for
up.
a
His
dwarf.
life has purpose now.
Can he be drunk still, and can he be a drunken monk?
Well,
Because that's
Zeke is
hilarious.
Zeke was a rogue monk.
Yeah, he was.
True.
Multi.
But I just think a drunken monk dwarf is hilarious. Stumbling all over the place, but still, like, you know,
Still
badass.
precise as fuck.
Wake up in the keep, see throw up everywhere, and just know it's gonna be him hungover somewhere. Sounds like my 20s.
Sounds like my now. Nah, it's not been that bad. COVID's hit. Can't really party too much.
Okay.
I'd like to think these three would be very happy that their characters got added into our keep
Yeah.
forever with us.
As our beginnings.
And for
As our slaves.
no, don't have slaves.
We are all just slaves to capitalism.
Make you a slave to my axe.
You want to go?
You want to die?
We should do a fight.
We should do a fisticuffs fight in the fort one night.
Let's do it
Or
in
the
this tavern right now.
Down. Didn't we also come here to buy stuff too, though? Besides just
Let's-
get drunk and party?
Let's buy stuff and then let's have a fight in this room, whatever this is. Let's just go in here and
No
fight.
intra-party fighting allowed.
Fun fight, not to actually kill each
If
other.
we ever do pit fights, are we able to if the people who want to participate consent to it? As long, I mean, like not killing anybody, but
Yeah, as long as you're not killing anybody, it's fine.
okay.
Yeah, just pit fights.
Just gladiatorial combat.
Just tap
Yeah.
out when you're at 1 HP. It's probably gonna knock you out.
Never tap.
I'm gonna use all my spells. I'm not gonna have a single healing spell.
All right, so I'm gonna call over whoever is working here and see what they have for sale.
Also, we can offer some of our shit, all that miscellaneous shit that's not worth
Really?
anything if nobody wants it, or that's not like being used.
Forever.
Yeah, can we sell shit and buy shit?
Yeah, like all those like suits of leather and all that, like
Yeah.
a bunch of crossbows and
And then we had that random stuff that was like a 25 gold.
Yeah, we have a
Fucking
bunch of
boat
stuff that was just like
miniature.
Unless
random.
Bubbles, do you want a cloth gown threaded with dyed silk?
It's alright. Just kind of
Tim,
wear scraps.
they don't have enough money
Something
to buy
like-
the fancy stuff, but they do want like the torches and the
Well, we need
the water skins and the rations and the leather armor and the glaives.
Okay, well, the leather armor and the glaives for sure we could probably part way with if we're all already like good up on stuff.
So, when you say leather armor, are you talking about this leather armor tooled with floral vines? Because
No,
that's
I
the
think
only
we
We
leather
had a
armor I
bunch of
see.
like basic
That-
leather armor and
That one
weapons.
is if it's
Yeah.
anytime it's called out like that, it's like it's got something that increases its value a little bit. So like if it's got like an extra ornate decoration or whatever it is on it, then it'll be called out. And that one is worth 25 gold. So maybe you know what, they'll buy that one just for fun if you want. So let's call that 525 gold. You're keeping the torches.
Yeah, water skins and rations, things that we'll use.
Torches.
I feel like we're looking at a different.
I don't think they probably tracked the mundane stuff that the bandits had, because they slaughtered a big room full of bandits and commandeered all their stuff, and basically it was like 12 or 16 of them, and yeah, so
Yeah, we'll sell all the extra stuff. Like as long as we each have 10 of the torches and rations and stuff. The extra stuff we'll just sell.
Can I wear leather armor as a barbarian?
I think
No.
so. I
Yes.
think so.
You have to
You
be.
can wear it, but you don't get unarmored defense.
Yeah, you can wear stuff, but like you lose out on that class feature.
So you're keeping torches, rations, and the water skins?
Yeah.
Okay. Selling everything else?
I'm cool with it.
Yep.
Do we know that key's not anything important?
But I
It's
kept
what opened that chest, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I think it just opened one of
Please,
the
for
chests that we already
locker.
opened, so yeah, it's fine.
I kept
think-
the component pouch.
Yep.
Yeah,
I think I have a great idea.
because
So what would be the
any of our
total you said
spellcasters
for?
can use some shit.
I probably took the dagger.
Out of curiosity, Rexus, how many daggers do you have on you right now?
In roll 20, I believe there are 18.
So you just have 18 pounds of daggers.
Yeah.
Okay.
There and everywhere.
Maybe you should see if you could get some darts now.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into that.
And also, I'm sure we'll want to restock on med kits.
Ooh, that's smart.